This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello and welcome to the Diecast podcast. I am your host, Johnny. I'm also your DM for this live 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We playing through the Tomb of Annihilation right now with two groups at the same time. We had Group A last week going over all the fallout from the UNT ambush and then jumping into the Fane of the Night Serpent and some other hilarious stuff that may have happened. But this week is Group B. This is going to be happening 5 days after those events. And they have just acquired all the puzzle cubes from Omu. They've met Rasnisi. They survived their ambush with the UNT. Oh, funny how that goes. And they are without Iku, Artus, and of course our lovable Dragonbait. So before we get into it, just to let us know or let you know where you can find us. You can find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. We tweet a lot about stuff. We tweet a lot to fans and listeners and about contests and giveaways and just general D&D wackiness. You can also find us on any app that plays the podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and also on our own website, www.flyinglizardstudio.com. So you can catch up on all the previous episodes and all the previous stories that have happened for season 4 of the Tomb of Annihilation. I think that's it. I'll see you at the break. It is Group B with all the puzzle cubes in Omu. Where are they going to go?
Taking a long rest at the end of the last session?
Yes.
Yeah, we ended it temple.
We ended the session on like a long rest.
You're in Nang Nang Shrine, and Artus and Dragonbait and took off.
He cut his doorway.
Right.
He's going to go get his army to fight Rasnisi.
And then we rested. Okay, so I'm a long rest.
Yeah. So, I guess the question is, are we going to open on the morning, or I guess I should probably open on Dream Sequence? Never mind.
Well,
let's find out. Let's find out.
Yeah. Welcome to the Diecast Podcast, Group B, Tomb of Annihilation, City of Omu, City of Dreams, terrible dreams.
It is terrible.
Last episode for Group B, we had you guys finish up your encounter with the UNT outside the Temple of Aijin. Some people got knocked out. Gargoyle swooped down from the sky with nets, wrapped you all up, and flew you off to the Fane of the Night Serpent, where you were dropped into some prisoner pits.
Well, 60% of us were.
Yes, true. Artus, Fenquen, and Ro got taken away as Durand and Alethra made their way away from the UNT. Where you got dropped in, you met a harper named Lomar, Lomar, and the lovable Batiri goblin named Mung. You guys got pulled out, interrogated by a red viper-like UNT, and then you spilled that you were here for the death curse after they kind of had to forcibly get you to talk.
Yes, I was not being cooperative. Fenquen was being cooperative and being probably a lot smarter than me about it, but I was just deciding to be ornery.
He was tortured a lot less.
Yes. I wonder why that was.
Upon news of the death curse, you were immediately brought to meet with Rasnisi. You were brought to his throne room, and when you told him you were about the death curse, he brought you into his personal chambers, where he had a whole chalice full of puzzle cubes.
Yeah, like they were M&Ms.
Just ask you which ones you needed.
All there. Yep.
And then cut a deal with you, essentially to say, if you solve the death curse, you will not be interfered with, and you have to leave Omu
and leave them alone
as soon as you're done.
Yeah. So basically, it's definitely a enemy of my enemy situation here. We both want the death curse gone for our own reasons. And he just wants us to leave him alone to let him do his evil bidding.
Live his best life.
Live his best life.
His unlife.
His unlife.
Yeah, he also described he is afflicted by the death curse as well.
Yes.
Quite from a visible standpoint.
Very much.
But as you are making your way out with Artus, who they did not know who he was,
we managed to not say his name.
The first successful piece of information we've hidden in 4 seasons of this podcast.
Well, no. Hey, we got that. Remember that patrol that came at us?
Well, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Okay, this because way better.
When I tried to like pay for it with the bounty, it's like, okay, you got to go after Artus Cimber, and it's like, oh, I'll tell you when he surrenders to me.
He's surrendering to no one.
Nope.
It's true. In fact, he's actually raising an army now.
He's the Burt Reynolds of the fantasy world.
Don't call him that.
He's the Tom Selleck.
That's all I can see now.
He's the Tom Selleck Tom. He's Magnum P.I. The magic ring. Dragonbait is his Higgins.
I see you thought about this.
I love Magnum P.I. Interesting fact, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. Chip is dressed as Indiana Jones, and Dale is dressed as Magnum P.I.
Yeah. Artus, I would argue, is kind of the combination of those two characters in one.
Yeah.
Weird.
Possible. So you made it back to the Temple of Nang Nang. Where you found Ro, Fenquen, and Artus coming kind of in scrap clothes and underwear with all their stuff actually bundled up quite nicely, and all your items returned.
Oh my god! I never thought I'd see you guys again. I was so upset at that idea.
Coincidentally, you also made your way back to the Temple of Nang Nang to get some shelter and recover.
Well, first we met Copper Bell.
Oh, right. You met Copper Bell at the tree.
Yes.
An old Tabaxi who's been here for 75 years.
Indirectly, her batshit crazy friend, Bag of Nails.
Bag of Nails!
Yeah. And their other friend, Hooded Lantern.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But he only comes out at night.
That one I think she made up. Honestly.
I'm pretty sure that Hooded Lantern is a vampire Tabaxi.
Hey, anyone can be a vampire. They don't discriminate. So you made your way back with the assistance of Copper Bell. Made it back to the Temple of Nang Nang. You informed Artus that Raznici was in fact still alive, and he got super pissed off, being that they've had a conflict, and you found out that Artus was the one who gave Raznici the tattoo on his forehead. And the whole war they had, Mesro teleporting away to try and be safe from Raznici's army. And he decided, I'm going to head back to Port Nyanzaru and raise an army and march it down here. And offered to take EQ with her to try and cure her of her catatonic state. And then you guys acquiesced to that request, and he cut open a tear in reality and dove through with Dragonbait and EQ, leaving you in the Temple of Nang Nang to take a long rest.
I hope he brings more than her just back through that.
We can say it's morning time, we can say it's nighttime.
Did Durand have a dream last night?
Durand did not have a dream last night.
Oh, thank goodness. That must have been the most blissful, perfect night of sleep I've had in... How long have we been here? A week?
3 days.
Oh. Feels like longer.
I agree.
Well, the dream was that was the fourth dream, so at least...
The dream started before we even got to Omu, though, didn't they?
It started your first day.
We arrived, you saw the city exploding, I think.
Yeah, a giant black sphere over top of it.
Well, regardless, I am super thankful that I did not have a horrible dream.
Yeah, so I think it's been 4 or 5 days you've been here. So hit points back up to total. Half your hit dice have recovered if you've spent any spell slots.
I finally have full hit dice again. I did not have that for quite a while.
Spell slots are regenerated. And you have a whole city of Omu and all your puzzle cubes.
No dream, eh, Durand? I was really kind of hoping you'd get some more information for us.
You know what? You can have the horrific nightmare, and then you can learn everything you want to learn. How's that?
Well, it also doesn't sound very pleasant, I must agree.
No, it was no picnic. And it's kind of weird that they stopped once Iku was gone.
Perhaps she was causing them in some way. Maybe it means her catatonic state is also over. Oh, geez, I hope we didn't send her away for no reason.
Oh, no. Well, she would have been awake yesterday, probably, if it had ended this curse. But I don't know.
I guess we'll find out if she gets here.
And why is Durand having these dreams? Have we ever answered that question?
No, that's a complete mystery.
They just started the first night we entered the city?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Just my luck, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'd say anyone trained in nature, give me a nature check.
Oh, I am trained in nature.
I am trained in nature.
I should hope the Druid
better be Ranger and Druid.
20.
Yeah. 20? Fenquen, you can immediately put 2 and 2 together. That the waterfall, where the side of the waterfall you were at, where you looked out to the city for the first time, is almost directly over top where that black obelisk was.
I see. That's interesting. Perhaps it was the black energy of the obelisk, because that's where we were. When the waterfall was there.
We slept on an obelisk?
That's where you had your first vision.
Yes. Your first vision was atop the cliff, where the waterfall is, directly above the black obelisk.
Oh. So we came down another way, so...
Must be a correlation there.
Perhaps the energy...
So, wait, if you're telling me if we destroy the obelisk, no more bad dreams?
I can't imagine that wouldn't be true. Great, seems quite reasonable.
Let's go destroy it. You can, control roots and vines and stuff, right?
Maybe that's what will free Iku.
Can you, tear it down with, the power of nature? I mean, the power of nature can do anything, right? So surely it could do this.
It is stone, is it not?
It was a black stone.
Was it black stone?
Obsidian.
An exceptionally brittle material, so you'd easily be able to smash it.
No, I do not have magic yet that can shape stone of that size.
You do remember you did do a detect magic on it.
Yeah.
And it had abjuration magic on it. You also had to do a will save against a fear effect, and you saw 2 eyes peering out of the obelisk as well.
I thought it had divination magic, or did it have both?
It may have had both.
Okay.
Can we go down that route again now because we're okay with the UNT?
They said they would leave us alone until we...
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you told us.
That is true, but there are more dangers here than just the UNT. The Veggie Pygmies, for example.
Right.
Needless to say, I feel insane that I have to suggest the King of Feathers.
It was a pushover.
But what about the path that was behind the obelisk? We went there last time.
Yes, they're at the place that we could that this Unk necklace is showing us the direction to.
Still pulling you in that direction.
We could try completing the cubes now. Seems to be...
We have all 9 cubes.
We do.
And we know where they go? There is a cave?
There's 2 places that we've seen that have had cube spots. This one, though, is more hidden than the other one.
It just feels weird not finishing off those other shrines. I mean, remind me, did we find anything good at any of the other ones?
Not really, no. They've just been the cubes.
Yeah, all the treasure they had is fake. Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Well, then perhaps we should try the cubes. That seems the logical next step in this quest.
Not the necklace? Might be something interesting.
Well, we're going to follow the necklace to the cubes.
Oh, right.
So we're combining both things.
Necklace, right?
Pardon?
We caught the necklace.
I just...
we dropped it and it almost zipped off into the future.
Yes, but Alethra found it, though, hidden under the ground because she has been following the story of the fables that we've been getting. And Unk himself was underground at the start of the story, and so I checked under the ground, and that's where we found the necklace.
Yes.
So it seems like...
Wait, one of those parables actually made sense?
Yes, they actually form a story of a complete day, Durand. But I think there's maybe one that I still don't know.
Wait, if they tell a story, perhaps the order of the stories is the order we got to put the cubes in, or something like that.
So
that sounds literary.
Yes, if they each connect to one another, then that would be the order that you go in, right?
One morning, a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Omuans. To convince Obatsu of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily Amaraj to help her. The Amaraj snuck recklessness in the pot, which she saw as a virtue. And Obatsu spat out the stew when he tasted it. From that day on, Obalaka the Zorbo and Aijin the Amaraj became terrible enemies. It continues on like this. If you want to hear the rest of the story.
Okay, so Zorbo first.
Zorbo's,
and then no.
Well, the Almiraj where it became terrible enemies. But there's probably a story about the Almiraj later. I also have a story from noon and evening and that night. Oh, and then also. All the while, Unk lived deep under the earth, and the noisy other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface. And when day dawned over her shell, the light blinded Obatsu and made his eyes water. Life returned to Omu, and the people built shrines to honor the animals who saved them. That's how the story ends.
You also remember that when you set off the trap, Unk's shell
Was a blind light. Yeah. The afternoon story involves the Kamidans.
Afternoon.
And the evening story is about Kubaizan
Evening is
and Papazotl.
Hey, I got that one.
Papazotl. So we had the Zorbo and the Amiraj in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
What was noon?
At noon, the brave Kamidan hops down from the rocks. So Shigambi, the Kamidan, chased Nang Nang the Grung forever across the sky. That's at noon.
And then
what's an Amiraj?
Amiraj is like a bunny with a unicorn.
Oh, those things.
Or a unicorn horn, yeah. I got a picture I can show you.
In the evening, Kubaizan the Froghemoth returned to Papazotl the Iblis, and he chased Papazotl into the swamp with his new tentacles.
Okay. So I've got Zorbo, Amiraj, then Kamadan, then Grun.
Yeah.
Then Kubal, whatever, and then
Kubaizan is a Froghemoth, and Papazotl is an Iblis.
And that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So that night, Wongo the Sioux monster found out that Moa had betrayed him. Moa is
a Jakuli.
A
Jakuli.
Oh, there 5,
you go.
6,
Yeah.
7, 8. And then in the morning,
well, all the while, Unk the Flail Snail is the last one.
yeah,
Does that make?
that's 9.
That's 9. Okay.
Zorbo, Amiraj, Kamadan.
Well, how many cubes are there?
Grun.
There are 9 cubes.
Oh.
These last 2 gifted us by Rosnisi himself. I can't believe you met him.
And the cubes that he gave us seem to be the same as the other cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let us go to the place where we think we put the cubes, and maybe we can try putting them in this order, or see if there's other clues about which ones go in which holes, or something.
Copperbell, we're headed to and she shows Copperbell the map she's been making of Omu, to this location right here.
Oh, yes, that's the... I'm trying to get my Copperbell voice back. Yes, that's the old ancient obelisk. That place is filled with great evil. Even the King of Feathers avoids that place.
Well, I'm sorry to say that our journey today takes us right towards there. Would you know a good route?
Yes, I suppose I could lead you that way. I mean, we just have to avoid the UNT and the Grungs and whatever else is up and about today.
Well, the Grungs like us, and so do the UNT now, so that's 2 enemies down.
There's just 2 to go then.
Yes.
So I will join you on your journey, though. I am still unsure about going into any tunnels near the obelisk, though.
Well, if you could lead us there safely, why not see how it goes?
She does say she can lead you there safely. As you exit the shrine of Nang Nang, you can, for the first time you've been here, there's actually life in the city.
Oh.
And I'm just going to do a little bit of a narrative thing.
Cool.
As Omu is now rumbling with sounds, and the trees and vines and water all kind of reverberate with local activity. As you get brought down the street by Copperbell, you turn a corner and you see a hand clasped to the side of it. And a person pulls themselves forward, and they're all purple and red and swollen. Looks like they've been stung multiple times by bees. Their face is all disfigured, and you hear the person say, "Help!" as they get lifted into the sky, and you see the King of Feathers just chomp them in two. Immediately, the King of Feathers teleports and goes stomping down the roadway. And you actually see it stomp on top of a dwarf. You see a wood elf jump off of the building to try and stab the King of Feathers in the back, and it just turns and chomps the wood elf in two and bisects it, and then teleports away again. Oh, Jesus. Further down the street, you see a group of humans being chased by veggie pygmies. One is already shot down by hundreds of tiny arrows in its back, and another backs itself into a street alley, slashing away at tens and 20s of veggie pygmies. They keep dropping, but their vines reattach and reform themselves again as they get up and continue to try and slash away. Unfortunately, this person doesn't see the veggie pygmies overhead coming from the rooftop and jump down with their branch-like spears into his back.
Oh, jeez!
As you see Copperbell trying to lead you away from all the danger, you see another group of adventurers trying to breach inside the building, much like you've done before. When the window shutters get blown out suddenly and massive vines wrap around the three individuals and pulled inside, to only hear the sounds of screaming, crunching, and chomping as you hear something devouring them on the inside. You see Copperbell trying to again pull you away from this kind of chaos as you run chest first, boom, into a group of UNT who are walking with a string of shackled prisoners about 20 in length. All their eyes are glazed over and they're kind of just sitting there passively. Immediately you flip up your symbol and they give you an acknowledging nod and let you continue on their way as they continue down the street with their prisoners. You hear kind of like this rumbling and this growling as you come around you come down to the kind of like this open parkway, and you see a group of gnomes fighting a zombie ankylosaur. They're trying to surround it, and you see one gnome get underneath it and drive a sword underneath its leg where its heart would be, which you consider a fatal strike. But it just kind of roars defiantly, turns around and swings its giant club mace tail into the side of a building, collapsing the building onto three of the gnomes. And you see the zombie ankylosaur just chomp down on the head of the last gnome and just rips it right off and tosses the body to the side. As you continue down the street, more so as the ankylosaur is just like munching down on the corpses of the gnomes, you actually hear kind of like a yelp, and you see kind of like this catapult spring go forward as a man gets launched into the sky. You see the King of Feathers actually teleport on top of the roof and actually collapses underneath its weight a little bit. He managed to just grabs onto the man with only his arm showing, and the arm just flops down to the ground before the building collapses underneath the King of Feathers and teleports away again. As you come around, you kind of hear the smell of cooking as you see this light coming from a broken open window, and you can see what appears to be a series of drums with a dwarf on a spit roast just rotating slowly over a fire.
Is it just me, or is this place extra crazy today?
It really popped off!
As you continue down the last street just before the obelisk, you see a cloud of blue mist and a bunch of adventurers fighting and stabbing at each other, all shouting and swearing about the ghosts of the past that are driving them insane as they just drive blow upon blow into each other. As Copperbell says, that's blue mist, you don't mess with that, and then skirts you around to the edge of the black obelisk. The city is full, and everyone inside it is dying.
I wonder what changed all of a sudden. This seemed like such a tomb before.
Where did all these people come from?
You remember it from last time, it was quite full as well.
We walked around for days without seeing another soul, and now it's like an amusement park up in this piece?
Perhaps others have followed our trail.
You did see people with symbols and tattoos of the knife and the Zentarium as well.
Yeah.
Perhaps our minders have been minding us closer than we thought. In a sense.
No skin off my nose if they die.
That would make sense for them to send a second team. We are really untested here.
No, I'm hurt. That means they don't believe in us.
I mean, I don't know if I did it when we sort of started.
I still don't. We're all going to die.
Copperbell looks absolutely shocked. He's like, I've never seen the city this full before. This is... The noise is almost unsettling of how much what is going on. The King of Feathers is certainly feasting tonight, as it looks like many other things as well.
Yeah, isn't he usually more of a nocturnal hunter?
I guess when the food source is too great, or when you disturb his resting area.
Yeah, he's just having a real party down there. Everyone remember to constantly look up and down and side to side.
And anywhere else you can teleport to.
Oh, geez, sideways also, I guess, guys.
So just look everywhere.
At all times.
And also, don't forget about the bees he can shoot.
Not the bees!
Yeah, Ro knows all about those bees. All right, well...
I was just like, but here you are at the Black Obelisk.
Well, thank you, Copperbell.
I mean, on the plus side, nothing in there could possibly be worse than what we walked past on the way here. So, hey, let's go inside.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go to where the necklace is pointing me.
All right, it takes you again. It looks like that it would just be a regular foresty jungle cliffside, but the neck pulls you through. The necklace kind of guides you through the veil, as it were. And yeah, you see stone skulls peer down from stone, and old bones litter the threshold. as you see a slab of workstone blocks in the overgrown tunnel, some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls mark the edge of the slabs, in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in 3 rows of 3. And I'll arrange the door or the slots on the board for you.
Oh.
Make it some cubes. Remember that big?
Those are clearly rectangles.
They're rhombuses.
Rhomboid.
The precision that only a dwarf could do.
Okay, so there's 9 cubes.
I should have one more, actually.
And if you put the cube in one of the slots, I will count it as being there. You can pull them in and out freely, but when you say you're done, let me know and I'll give it a check.
There might be actually one that I am missing.
We have Moa, Eugene,
Ijin, yeah.
Kubazan.
I have Papazato and Ning Ning.
Yeah, so there's one that I think I'm missing, John.
Who are you missing?
There's only
Zorbo.
8.
Where's the Zorbo?
You got Obo.
Obolaka
is
is
the
Zorbo.
Zorbo.
Yeah,
You don't have the Sue monster.
you're right. I don't have the
Anraj is Ijin.
Yeah, Wongo's the Sue monster. You should have that one.
Yeah.
Here, tell you what. I'll give you.
right on
Who was
the
in
board.
charge of Wongo?
That was me. I
That's all right.
changed my bag. Just fell out.
Which one was the Kamadin? Shigambi?
Yes.
Here we go.
Grung was Nang Nang.
You get the improv Wongo Sue monster.
The K what was the K one?
Commodin?
No, there's one Kubazan.
Kubazan is a froghemoth.
Froghemoth. And that's Kubazan. Papazodal is a Eebly.
Eebly, yeah. This wily Eebly.
And then Moa. What's Moa? Moa's a
Jakuli. A springy snake.
Yeah, we never made it to his
and Ink is a flail snail.
his temple.
Okay, so what were the stories? Do we think it's like morning, afternoon, night, or do we just put them in order?
So I guess which way is up and down?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't. Whatever way you want to put up or down.
Okay.
I'll give you the marker if you want.
Let's just say up is the mic.
Yeah,
Well,
so
that's easy for me, but maybe do up here.
Sure.
Whichever is easy for everyone.
Just put a marker down. So
Yeah, up is the mic is fine.
And a question about the Omuan language. Is it read left to right, up or down? Or does that matter at all?
that doesn't matter.
Okay.
But you do remember that the obelisk was actually written in common.
Which way does this planet orbit around the star that we're orbiting? Is it-
Yes.
when you flush the toilet, which way does the water go?
That means we're in the southern hemisphere.
It's actually the opposite way of what it's supposed to be. That's because they've powered the toilets the other way.
Yeah.
The true American way.
Obolaka. This is the way that we had. I'm not putting them in the squares. I'm just gonna. This is the Grung. Does it say who was friends and enemies? 'Cause maybe that's like. Do all the stories say someone's friend and someone's enemy?
Yeah, each of the each story has a conflict between one of the two trickster gods.
Okay, so what's the first one? There's
So
Obolaka.
from that state, Obolaka is enemies with Ijin the Amaraj.
Obolaka is enemies with Ijin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Drop bear versus unicorn bunny. Got it.
Kubezan, the Froghemoth returned. When he returned, he chased Papazotl into the swamp with his new tentacles.
So probably not friends.
No, yeah, they're enemies.
So that's chased into the swamp. Okay. Okay.
This Kubezan. The Sioux monster. Blah, blah, blah. When Wongo the Sioux monster found out that Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to chase the Jakuli and eat him up.
Sioux monster Jakuli. So that's Mongo and Moa?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mongo doesn't like Moa.
Wongo.
Wongo.
Yeah.
Moa. Okay.
And then Unk just blinds everybody.
Unk is, yeah.
What a dick.
That's only 7.
Oh. Oops, I missed.
Where's the Nang?
Are we missing a story? Because we didn't
No,
do two
no.
shrines.
I missed the noon story, which is the second story, which is Shigambi the Common forgot about all about the Amuans and chased Nang the Grung forever across the sky.
Shingambo and Nang.
Forever?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Like
they're
forever,
like
ever?
across, and then he's in the middle because he touches all of them. And then these ones are across from each other. So that'd be like...
So yeah, I agree that Unk in the middle makes sense.
Why is that again?
Well, he has no other conflicts with anybody, and he is underneath everybody in the story.
Unk is also a she.
Unk is also a she. Sorry, Unk.
So, let's see. So in this case, Obolakas hate Ijins, so that would put them maybe down
Oh yeah,
here.
she slithered up to the surface.
Wait, is there like a,
It's like a tic-tac-toe board, essentially.
Yeah, I was
Are
just thinking...
there any lines on it? Is it ornate? It's just
No,
plain?
it's
Yeah.
just the series of 9 slots.
Cool.
Hmm.
In a square-like fashion.
Where's Wongo and Moa? What are the ones, something with the horizon? Mongo chases Moa to the horizon, is that right?
No, that is Shigambi chases Nang forever across the sky.
Across the sky, oh.
So maybe that's the top?
I think that's that's the thing, right? Like maybe they don't like, it's like...
Yeah, what are the environments talking about? Like, do they talk about sky, land, and underground? Because then maybe that's the 3 rows.
The first story contains no places. It's the Amaraj snuck recklessness into the pot of stew, and then Obalakla and Ijin were enemies. So there's no place. I guess it's like a kitchen. But
And that was in the morning?
That's the morning.
Okay.
Noon is when the Camerons saw evil in the hearts and tried to land like terrible. The Cameron fashioned a holy spear left by the riverbank, and a crafty Grung stole it. Shigambi, the Cameron forgot all about the moons and chased Nang the Grung across the sky for forever. Evening came. The wily Iblis wanted to play tricks on somebody. The Iblis sent a frog march to reason with Obatu. The frog was angry and decided to wrestle the god instead. This amused Obatsu, Uptao rather. I'm saying it this way all of a sudden. So he gave the frog tentacles. He gave frog tentacles to make it stronger. The Kubazan, the frog Hemoth, returned to Papazontal, the Iblis, and chased Papazontal into the swamp with its new tentacles.
A lot of chasing in these stories.
That night, a Sioux monster broke into Uptao's palace and stole a pail of water for the Omuans. When the god came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a Jaculi's burrow. Uptao asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden. Mo, the Jaculi, was too honest to lie. When Wango, the Sioux monster, found out Mo had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the Jaculi and eat him up. All the while, Uncle Flail Snail lived deep under the earth, and the noise of the other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface. And when day dawned over her shell, light blinded the Omuans. Light blinded Uptao and made his eyes water. Life returned to Omu, and the people built shrines to honor the animals who saved them.
It sounds like the saving was really accidental on most of the parts of these animals. Most of them were just being dicks to each other.
Well, they are trickster gods. They must work in tricksterous ways.
Like, I was thinking maybe there's like a morning night thing, like 12 o'clock, you know? I don't know. Clock.
That could be neat.
Also, if there's ones that hate each other, maybe they're far away. But if they're chasing each other, would they be not
They
close?
might be closer.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's like a chase around this way, and then in the middle.
I'm into that.
So the Obolaka chased the... Who did the Obolaka chase? Kubazan? No, Ijin.
Oblaka is financed with Almiraj. It is against the Almiraj.
Here's Ijin. So, like, if they're chasing there...
Would they start in the middle then and go around, or would they start here?
Oh. So
this would be the
where does
morning.
he chase him? Chase across the sky?
Across the sky for Nang
So that would
Nang.
be
And
that way. So maybe, they start there. So Ubalaka chases Ijin where?
they just become terrible enemies. There's no
They
chase.
just become enemies. Okay, there's no chase. So maybe they're opposites. And then we said... no? Okay, let's just try this chasing thing. Okay, so what's the next one?
Next is Shigambe chases Nang Nang.
Shigambe chases Nang Nang. And then...
Are you two going in a spiral?
Unk's first.
In the middle.
Yeah. So...
But maybe you would place...
They're
Actually,
underneath right
place
now.
Unk last because their story is last, though.
Okay.
So maybe we would go and place them like that or something.
Oh. Is a spiral like a religious symbol we've seen?
Mazes are...
Mazes are sort of, depends on the maze, but you have seen spiral patterns in the Unk flail snail.
Oh, that's true, too.
Oh, okay.
If
Does it
you-
go... Oh, and it goes that way. So this is the right way, according to that. Okay. So after Nang Nang, I've got...
Papazotl chases... So Kubazan chases Papazotl.
and where's that? In the swamps,
In
right?
the swamp, yeah.
And see, they're at the bottom. Swamp. Sky, swamp.
Sure.
And then finally, Wongo vows to chase Moa. And then finally it's Unk.
So what is... Obalaka... So what's the story? Just do the stories one more time. Let's see if there's any clues that are helping us do this right.
So, one morning, a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow to speak to the dying Omuans. To convince Uptao of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching the virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily Amaraj to help her. The Amaraj seeks recklessness in the plot, which she saw as a virtue, and Uptao spitted it when he tasted it. From that day on, Obalaka the Zorbo and Ijin the Amaraj become terrible enemies. And actually, all of these... Actually, no, the Frog Hemoth one changes the order. Almost all of them have the first one first, and then the second one in a second. But Shigambe, the Kamadin... At news, a brave Kamadin hopped down from a rock. When she saw evil in the woman's hearts, she decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Kamadin fashioned a holy spear, but left it by the river bank, and a crafty Grung stole it. In her reign, Shigambe, the Kamadin, forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nang Nang, the Grung, forever across the sky. Evening, the wily Iblis steps down from the Wee's hut, but without anyone to play tricks on, the Iblis sent a marsh frog to reason with Uptao. Uptao turns that into a frog Hemoth, and the frog Hemoth chases Papazotl into the swamp. That night, the Sioux monster breaks into Uptao's palace, steals a pail of water, hides it in the Jaculis. Burrow, Moa is asked where it is. He immediately gives him up. And Wongo the Sioux monster vows to catch Moa.
She gets stitches.
Finally, Unk slithers aside.
I was thinking maybe these guys are enemies. Like maybe these guys are across from each other, and then these all... Because then they're chasing across the sky. But that doesn't make sense then. Because why? These two are related, but that doesn't make any sense.
We're never gonna... It's gonna be impossible to figure out, but... I'm not figure out, but... I think this is a pretty good way to... Let's try it.
Should we put them in?
Just start putting them in. Yeah, see what happens.
Alright then. I placed the Obalaka cube in there.
Yeah, you drop them in, Fenquen. We'll stand safely over
there.
here, far away, at the doorway.
Maybe I should catch... Oh, I didn't take that spell, damn it. Should take protection from poison or something. Okay. Going around doing the spiral. Wongo.
So where's positionally everybody standing then?
Wherever the doorway to where we are is, that's where I'm standing.
I'm probably right next to Fenquen.
Yeah. I'm probably a few, maybe 5 or 10 feet back, just maybe leaning against a wall.
Okay. Copperbell's going to stay with Fenquen and Alethra. So as you put in each cube, you notice that the carvings on each cube light up with like a blue energy. As you see all the cubes coming, they begin to pulse womp, 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 womp.
Something's happening.
You feel kind of like this, like the door kind of rumble. You see the runes light up and like this blue light begins to pulse and surround where all the skulls are. As you see lightning shoot out and everybody within 25 feet is going to get hit by it.
Oh, shit.
No
And
saving throw?
There is no saving throw.
No.
It just happens.
Wow.
Ouch.
That's 13. 16 points of lightning damage.
Jesus.
As you see all the cubes get pushed out onto the ground.
Well, that sucked.
You smell kind of like that ozone in the air.
So
Everybody's hair
wait,
is
standing
fried.
in the doorway did not protect me from that?
Well, you said you're standing far away.
I'm standing as far away at the doorway to where the chamber we're in.
Let me check the map and I'll tell you.
So,
Basically, Durand was waiting to run away when something like this happened.
17
Can you
damage,
run
John?
faster than lightning?
16.
Probably not, no.
It is 5, 10, 15, 20, and the doorway's 20 and the lightning reaches out 25.
So no.
So 16 points of damage, of lightning damage.
Well, that was unexpected and terrible. So
You can entertain dodge that, though.
No, because you...
Oh, it's a reaction on his turn.
Oh, it
When
wasn't
an attacker you
though.
can see hits you with an attack.
It wasn't
Oh,
an attack.
not
It just,
attack, okay.
yeah.
Well, if it wasn't an attack, then it didn't do any damage to me, right? Because only things that do damage you are attacks.
Welcome to Rules of Lawyering 100.
Whoops.
It's a survey course.
And all the cubes have fallen into a small pile beneath the...
Well, next time I'll cast my protection of energy spell with, I guess, the lightning type.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, okay, so that
Yeah,
was
you
not
you
it.
could absorb elements on that if you wanted
Yeah.
to, but then you won't
Oh,
get the other benefit of it,
What other benefit?
which is that you get hit with that element. That only lasts for a round, but
Oh, right.
you guys still. It's only
Not taking damage is better than taking damage. So
Yeah, one spell slot for 8 points, and that's up to you.
Okay, so let us try our, maybe our more spatially oriented type of things.
Actually,
Where, like, someone's across the sky, someone's in the swamp.
Okay, well, you tough people, you can figure it out. I'm going to go well outside the next time you're ready to drop a cube in.
We have
yes,
light
no,
chance?
you're right. Actually, now that I think about it, reading the obelisk, it says the enemies oppose. One stands beneath them.
Ah! Yes.
Them all. Them. In darkness it hides.
Wait, what did the obelisk say?
The obelisk says, fear the night, when the Forsaken One seizes death's mantle, and the seas right up, and the dead rises, and I, Asarak, the Eternal, reap the world of the living, those who dare enter. Take heed, the enemies oppose, one stands between them. In darkness it hides, don the mask or be seen, speak no truth to the doomed child, the keys turn on the inside only.
Okay. There was
Nonsensical
another
rubbish.
place with these cubes, right? There's another, wasn't it? Do we say there's 2 cube places?
So actually, here's
No, I'm pretty sure this is where the cubes go. You just didn't put them in the right place.
yeah. So
Well, if the enemies have to be opposed and one stands
Yeah,
between them, then that means we have
on-
3 sets of enemies
yes,
on either side
Yeah.
with a third person in between.
So
Oh.
Obalaka is enemies of
So
Kaijin.
enemy,
No.
and enemy that way.
Yeah, the enemies oppose, one stands between them, see?
Yeah, but I'm
or-
just thinking how we do that for everybody. If you do it this way,
Yes.
everybody gets to be opposed by Unk.
Ah, okay. Yes, who lights them all up. Okay, so Obalakas hate Ijins. That's it. Who's next? Nang Nang and Shigambi. Shigambi and Nang Nang. Papazadal. Wait,
And then Papazadal will be against the Froghemoth.
Kubazan. Is that
No, Kubazan the Froghemoth
There's
chases
Obalaka
Papazadal.
against Ijin.
No,
we're doing
we're thinking of doing it so
across
that,
the middle?
like across the middle. That way, everybody is across everybody.
Oh,
If you do it this way, there'll be 2 people that will eventually end up next to each other, probably.
Mhm.
Okay, so is that right? Obalaka Ijin. Shigam Monster whatever. Kubazan and Papazadal. The enemies oppose.
Yeah,
one stands between them. See, that seems smart to me there. Well, if we'd like, I can heal myself up here, and then
Yeah, let's take a minute before we...
And I can also cast protection from energy on myself for lightning damage.
That's a good idea, and you should be the only person in the room when it happens.
Actually, I'll second win myself.
And I will... do I want to use a healing spell now? Or should I just... I don't want to burn Spirit Bond yet.
No, I wouldn't.
I assume we're taking
I can do healing spirit.
No. I was actually just doing a quick...
You can do healing spirit after we've solved this.
I'll just take the resistance now, and we can do the healing at the end. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast.
So everyone will file out of the room, and go off to the side, because you said the lightning comes straight out the door to 25 feet, right?
Yes.
So 5 feet out the door. Okay, so we I guess we stand on the edge of the threshold, so that we're our walls against the back.
Yep.
Okay. Is everyone ready?
Yep. Tell us how things go.
I'm going completely outside the obelisk.
I cast protection from energy myself against lightning energy,
Okay.
and then I place this.
Each of the cube, and again, you see each of the carvings light up with blue.
It's glowing. They're glowing blue.
Trails go along inside each carving. Each
An ocarina starts to play.
You actually hear growling like an angry beast, and you see all the skulls begin to chitter and hear kind of like a as you see the stone door slowly raise into the ceiling, and you hear this echoey voice boom out and say, "Welcome to the tomb of the 9 gods."
What?
The door is opening. You should hurry.
Yeah, I'm running there.
Do I hear that from outside?
Oh, everyone hears that.
Okay, I will run back into the obelisk.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to cure wounds on myself.
Yeah.
Second.
Sweet. Quick
Oh
pause.
wait, should I use the
I'll get
healing
some
spirit totem?
Oh,
I wouldn't do that yet. No. That's a huge heal.
All right.
yeah.
That
I'm
healing
gonna
spirit.
use-
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use your free,
Yeah, I'm gonna use my magic initiate.
I think most
Cure
of us are
wounds.
pretty fine for.
16 is a lot of hit
16
points
was
for
a lot
me.
of hit points
I'm
for me.
badly hurt.
Yeah.
You no longer need the cubes as you see
Wait,
them
I have a healing
disappear.
potion left.
Oh,
Do you
sweet.
want that?
I can drink it.
All right,
Hey,
yeah. I'll give you my last healing potion.
So 1d8 plus 4. So 2 plus 4, I get 4. Feels like 6. Nah.
I'm at 48 hit points. Not so great.
Oh.
48 of a possible 60.
Oh yeah.
Not too bad, but I'm not exactly fresh either.
Good catch on that the obelisk inscription there.
Thanks.
That's great. What is the next part of this now?
Yeah. So this is
sweet.
Greater
Because
healing
obviously
potion got
that's,
me almost all the way back up.
I will read it out to you as you were. Congratulations on solving the puzzle door.
Thanks.
The cubes disappear from sight, by the way.
Oh.
So are we outside of here or are we inside of here now?
Well, Fenquen would be right at the door there.
This is where the door opened here.
Yeah, actually, you can keep drawing the hallway down another 20 feet. Actually, I'll do
Back
that.
out here?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and that's where the door is right.
So this is the puzzle door that he just opened. Okay. So everybody else was just outside here.
Yeah.
We were waiting outside on the edge of the threshold. So we've come in. Durand, I assume, is going to hang all the way back as far as he can.
So I'm still concentrating on protection from lightning, just in case.
Yeah, like that.
So I just want to make sure I got everything right. Yep.
Yes, Alethra, your quick-wittedness, and it was a good catch with the carving from the other obelisk.
You see another slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first door. An iron lever is set into the door's surface with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
What is the second part of the clue, then? Or what? Read the inscription
Yeah, there was
again.
a part about a skull or a mask or something.
So I think we've now solved the enemies oppose, one stands between them. The next one I don't like at all. It's in darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen.
In darkness it hides.
We have to make it dark.
Although there actually is a full period after in darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child.
Can I make a perception check looking into the darkness with my dark vision?
Yes, you can.
Your shadow hides. Is this another shadow puzzle?
I rolled a 5. That gives me a total of 8.
8.
Yeah, looks good to me, guys.
You can see that the ceiling's about
Throw some guidance on that.
8 feet high.
Oh, sorry.
Need guidance for 4 more.
4 more,
12.
so 12.
12.
Yeah, it looks like the ceiling's 8 feet high. It's a little dusty in here.
Is the lever here?
The lever's on the door.
On the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the skull is leering, almost like remember that Frankenstein from the Guillermo del Toro
Speak
exhibit?
no lies,
It's
it
kind of
says well.
looming down.
Maybe it asks you something and you have to tell the truth.
Well, Artus said that this Acerak, he said, is a real jerk, but also that he is the kind of person who wants to test people like us.
Okay.
So him giving clues is to make it easier for us that we progress further, but he is definitely also playing a trick on us.
Right. Okay. Ro walks up to the threshold and is like, hello?
Right, move yourself up to the threshold.
Oh, no, not here. I mean, like, up to the edge of where we are. Like,
Yeah,
just here.
Move yourself where you want to go.
Okay, I go there, and I say, hello?
Hello, hello.
Okay, that didn't work.
When would that ever work?
Is the skull the mask that we have to don? Is it like a maskish?
It's a giant skull.
It's an actual full skull?
Yeah, it's like a stone, like a giant stone skull carving.
What darkness it hides.
Well,
have we gathered any other useful tidbits from this journey?
Copper Bell, is she still here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I should probably get a tabaxi.
Yeah. So, I don't know, I know you just met us, but you seem to be a person who's into giant hunts and stuff. We're hunting maybe the deadliest prey ever.
Oh, what prey would that be? It surely must be greater than the King of Feathers.
Oh, I think so. In fact, he's the person who created these cubes, probably, and is probably responsible for the entire death curse.
So you're saying combat with this individual would be I'd die a glorious and honorable death?
Yes, if you succeed.
Way more glorious than against the King of Feathers.
You'd be a hero for all ages, and almost certainly he will kill us.
Give me a persuasion check made with advantage.
Can you throw some guidance on that?
Sure, probably, because I rolled 2 5s.
Oh no.
And that's a 9. I have a persuasion of 0, so it's a total of 9. The DC can be 5, though.
It was unfortunately set at 10. I just hear saying, I don't know, these magics are something I've never seen before and not familiar with. I do not feel safe going into this place.
Right,
it's not safe.
I push Alethra out of the way. I schmooze up to Copper Bell, and I say to her, look, that's exactly what will intensify the glory. What could be more glorious than facing off against forces that you barely comprehend?
All right.
I'm going to attempt to persuade her.
This is the last persuasion check you can make without disadvantage.
I rolled a 1.
It's like she just, you see her just kind of push away and say like, if this is truly dark magics from someone who's created the temples and the stones, then and he's kind of, as you say, an asshole. It sounds like his most enjoyable death would be a dishonorable one. As a tabaxi at the end of her life, I must find something that is honor bound.
Way to alienate our guide, guys. Well, we respect your nature is to find the glorious death. But we hope it is not immediately to your part. Perhaps you might see us through this next door. So at least you can tell others who come after us how not to die.
It's like, all right, but she says, I will stand at the edge of the first doorway. I do not think it wise to go any deeper in.
Well, thank you.
It's definitely not wise.
Well, so this lever, pulling the lever seems like a very bad idea. But what other choice is there in this place?
Well, Alethra will push forward and she'll go she'll go one step. Actually, she'll stand at the edge here. I'm just going to make an immediate perception check to get to the space in front of me to make sure that there's no tripwires or anything like that.
Guidance on that.
Might as well. It's only another 5 I rolled. 3 5s in a row for a perception check of 10.
Aside from just being the dusty stone walls and being a ceiling of 8 feet high, you see the giant's green stone skull with the lever at the edge of the door. At the
what hides in darkness?
Most things that don't want to be seen.
Yeah,
predators. You hear Copper Bell say.
Thank you, Copper Bell.
Certain kinds of so many kinds of monsters, frankly.
Hides in dark. And what was the second line? Hides in darkness.
In darkness it hides. It was in darkness. It's in darkness it hides, and then the next one is don the mask or be seen.
Well, we don't have a mask.
Well, let's.
I do have masks. I've got several Cherry Goblin masks. Some of them jewel encrusted.
Well, maybe let's put one on just in case. I put on a Jerry Goblin mask.
Yeah, I've got 7. I put on a nicely jeweled one.
How does it look?
It's a little small for your face.
It doesn't really fit your face.
I think the jeweled ones were smaller, and you actually have like actual proper wooden masks.
I think this might be 3 couplets because the first one was 2.
Well, the first one actually has no period, but it could be couplets. You're right. Darkness it hides, don the mask, or be seen, or it could be the enemy's opposed one stands between them. There's no period there, but that could also just be a copy and paste error.
I do have the.
Oh, there is a real one. Okay, good. Our rubbing of the...
Yeah, and the first one has no period until the end.
The enemy's opposed, period. One stands between them, period. And darkness hides, period. They're all of them have periods.
Okay.
Darkness it hides. Does anybody have true seeing?
No. Iku. Iku had true seeing.
You actually hear from behind you like, I have true seeing. And you actually see Iku dropping a halfling down.
What?
On the caveway behind you.
Dropping a halfling?
Dropping a halfling in kind of like these long black robes as she plants her staff down and she says, I have returned.
Alethra runs immediately and hugs Iku like so hard.
Durand leans against the wall and plays it cool, like he's not that excited to see her.
You see her say, you see her say, she has a lot of, not having time to show joy at re-meeting her friends, and she says, Port Nianzaru has changed a lot. The secret of Omu is out.
Oh.
That would explain the amount of adventurers here.
She says, I've done some brief interrogating. She kicks the halfling. He's like, can I go now, please? He's like, you got me here. My best advice would be to get yourself out as soon as possible and bring as many people with you. As you see him scurry off and you immediately cast
Wait, how does he know how to leave? I thought we couldn't leave. That was the whole point of this place.
You see him cast a teleport spell and...
Thank you for reminding the DM.
No, that's how we got in.
We are happy to see you, Iku.
Yes.
I'm glad that you have recovered from your illness.
She says, thank you. It's good to see you as well, but things are very dire, I'm afraid. That most of Port Nianzaru is turned into a frenzy of people. News of Omu has gotten out that apparently the Zentarians have discovered great vast amounts of treasure in there and have actually managed to set up a teleportation circle. And that
easy out.
The knife had captured one of their couriers and discovered as well, and then learned the sigils for the teleportation circle. So now everybody is coming to Omu, teleporting in, and making their own teleportation circle.
Oh, that's a terrible news. It's pretty dangerous here.
Yes, and what does the soulmonger do?
Reaps the souls of those who die.
And if we are increasing the population inside the city...
More are dying and more souls are being reaped.
And if this character, this creature is truly who Artus says, we are in a grave amounts of trouble because... Do any of you know how phylacteries work?
Let's see what Alethra knows about that. What's the roll?
Barely recognize that as a word.
That's a 9. I have not rolled above a 6.
Would I know that? I wouldn't know that through. I don't have. Through religion, maybe.
No, it'd have to be through Arcana, unfortunately.
No, I'm not trained in Arcana.
I'm not trained in it actually.
But she informs you that
I don't deal with that magic stuff.
Phylacteries are fueled by the souls of the dead that keep the liches powerful, and the more souls that go in, the more powerful they get.
Well, then we have no time to waste. We must solve this mystery. As we were saying, you have true sight. Can you see anything in this hallway that would harm us or would help us?
You see her look inside. There's a crack in the middle of the floor.
Where is is it like here?
So the floor will collapse.
It looks like a seam that goes from the door all the way to the doorway.
This is a drop trap.
Yeah. Can I use these tools to attempt to set it off on purpose? Safely?
You'd have to go inside the hallway and give me an investigation check.
Investigation is not my
You said it starts here, is that
Wait,
correct?
I have, do I still have a rope?
It goes the full length of the hallway.
Oh, the full length of the hallway.
Yeah, so
okay.
20 feet up to the next hallway.
Okay, so it goes the full length. All right.
Perhaps I have some magic that could help.
Well, here, let me do an investigation check to see if I can figure out how to disarm it. That's
some.
Sure, roll some guidance on it.
Oh,
it is because she's a master investigator. That is a 19.
nice.
Woo! Yeah, it looks exceptionally well built, but due to the nature of it being a falling floor trap, that there are spots that if you hammered in some climbing spikes, you could actually prevent this trap from activating.
Does anybody have climbing spikes?
I don't have climbing spikes.
Yeah, if you have climbing gear, you have exactly 10 climbing spikes.
Okay.
Climbing gear?
I have an explorer's backpack, which does not mention anything about climbing.
If you have pythons in it as well, that's considered part of climbing gear. That's what you need essentially.
No.
10 pythons is what you need.
Does it have to be pythons?
It does have to be pythons. It's not a you can't stop the. It's not a you can't disarm the trap. It's you just stop the trap from happening.
Well,
Jam it.
Yeah.
let's see if I can maybe get a little closer to this lever to see if it also activates the door. And how do the walls of this cave look?
They look perfectly flat in stone.
Not too smooth.
Yeah, like your perception check where you were good for.
All right.
Iku, can you hover next to them and grab them if the trap should fall?
She says, "I can."
Okay.
See her fly over.
So yeah, Alethra uses her slippers of slather calming.
Oh, you got that? You don't need that. Okay,
Yeah.
great. You just walk along the walls.
Yeah, I walk along the walls and get towards the.
You actually see as you get within about 10 feet, you see the skull open up and this giant skeletal hand with an hourglass come out and begins to rotate upside down.
Well, it looks like we got a time limit.
And you see the sand start to trickle down to the bottom. 10, 9,
she runs over to the lever and
8.
pulls it.
You see the floor give way and the skull just begins to cackle and laugh.
Oh.
As you look down, you can see a bunch of spikes at the bottom of it.
Hoo-wee.
Okay, I thought that might be it.
So there's no door opening or anything. There's just a hole.
Maybe
of
we
spikes
just wait
down.
for the door. Maybe the counter opens the door.
You hear a 6, 5,
Alethra would
4.
come back quick.
Yeah, she'll run out of
3.
oh, geez.
2.
Will this make this... she
1.
pulls it again.
It's already down.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay,
But as you hear 1, you see the door begin to raise.
It's just
into the
it's
ceiling.
just counting down the door
Yeah.
opening. Yeah.
Oh, this door, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not this door.
Not
The
that
countdown is supposed to make you
Yeah.
freak out to pull the lever.
Yeah.
But the lever activates the trap, and the countdown is just for the door
Sweet.
to open.
And you see a moss-covered door extends beyond the second door. Tree roots hang from the sagging ceiling, and the air reeks of rot and damp. Ahead, a bas-relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the wall at a T-shaped intersection. The devil's mouth is open, and a well of utter darkness. The light is also turning dim here, and you get the feeling that the deeper you go in, there is no external lighting.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps this is the in darkness it hides one. One stands between them. Maybe that's when stands and doesn't move.
All right,
Could be.
maybe I should turn on dark vision.
Maybe we should light a torch, and then everybody can see.
I light a torch. I should have taken daylight.
Well, we'll probably take a long rest in here at some point.
I don't want to sleep in this creepy obelisk.
We're not in an obelisk. We're in a tunnel near an obelisk.
A hallway full of death and murder and traps.
Oh.
Yeah, the reason why I play D&D.
Order death traps.
Right there is against the wall. Not going to move the mic, but we can move everything down when you guys move in. Let me make sure I got the distance right.
So the floor is closed now. This door is open.
No, the floor's still open.
Floor's still open.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll come...
It didn't reset?
No, the floor is not reset. So I'll climb down over here, and I'll toss my rope to something like, here, Fenquen, catch!
Thank you.
And so I have half the rope on my side. Maybe between Iku and I, we can keep a rope here that we can climb across.
As long as you have something to anchor on the other side, I'd say you don't even roll an athletics check. You can just
Could
Iku
Iku be the other person holding it? Could we
check
both be
to
holding
do
it?
strength.
It feels like a strength of 19 or something.
I think you're right. 1 second.
Ain't gonna be me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Strength of actually only 16.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
You're the strongest, I believe.
Yeah,
out of all of
I
us.
have a strength of 18, yeah.
Well, I could. So, is that enough? Are we doing that? Does that work? Or
Do you think you'd be strong enough to hold it? With being that in your flight?
She said, well, I think it would be better if I had my feet on the ground for this one. Because you see her anchor
Could you just
the
fly
rope
us
around
over?
her waist.
You just do ferry trips?
Yeah, she could do that as well.
Why don't we do that, Iku? Why don't you just fly us quickly over, one at a time?
You see Copperbell say, well, with the floor dropping out and the big scary demon face on the end of the hallway, I think I'm going to go back into Omu where it's safer.
Well, we thank you for coming this far and for guiding us here.
Yes, it's far too bad that you're just not brave enough to accompany us into one of the most dangerous places in Omu.
It does not sound like an honorable death in there.
I hope that you find an honorable death.
I think Iku would disagree with you, Copperbell, that it's an honorable death ahead of us.
You see Iku say, if it's a Sararak, there is no honor in being killed by him.
Well, thanks
He
for that,
finds
Iku.
trickster in devious ways to slaughter people, rip out their souls.
Oh,
Okay, then.
Great, once again, so glad I'm doing this.
I forgot how you are sometimes, Iku.
It's on her stat card. She cannot tell a lie.
No, I know, it's
Yeah.
great.
You have great wisdom, and thank you for sharing it, Iku.
She says, should I record your names in case I need to put up a shrine or a plaque of memorial when you all die?
Yes, please. My name is Fenquen Furbog. I am a Furbog.
Fenquen Furbog, you are a Furbog.
Yes.
Actually, Alethra rips a page out of her journal and makes a quick note, and then hands it to Copperbell. Like, if you could hand this to someone with a knife tattoo and ask them to get it back to Portney and Zaru, there's a dress on the front here.
It's like someone with a knife tattoo. Okay.
Ask them to get this message back to Portney and Zaru, please. Or if you know a better way to do that.
Give me an insight check.
It's a 12.
12? Yeah, she seems pretty solid on finding someone with a knife tattoo.
Oh, anyway, yeah, if you can get this message back, I'd really appreciate it. It's addressed to her parents back
Yeah.
home.
Gotcha.
I would prefer to be remembered as Tanith Copperbottom. That's 2 P's, 2 T's.
She
What?
says, you'll have to write that down. I'm not going to remember.
Grab a piece of paper from Alethra, write out Tanith Copperbottom, famed socialite and food critic.
Rose, any last messages for...
I just given my name, Rolaren, and on the memorial, I would like it to say, "See you soon, Astrid."
Very well. See you soon, asterisk.
Astrid.
Right. Punctuation, asterisk.
Ro writes it down and gives it to him.
So there's no asterisks here. Usually that indicates some type of footnote.
Just write it as you see it, please.
So, very well. Yes, do you wish to continue in?
Yep, I guess so. By Copperbell,
Yep.
So
Iku
then-
ferries us all across to the other side.
Show me.
Okay.
Oh.
Do it one at a time just so I know you're all in.
Yeah,
Okay.
and where's the perception check? Iku, look at the
You said ferry across first, so
Okay.
drop the first person off.
Well, here, I'll just make a perception check while she does that. That's a 23, or is it disadvantage because it's dim light?
It's dim light, so it is disadvantage.
I thought
Oh,
I thought somebody turned on the torch.
I lit a torch.
Yeah, but it's kind of far away from me.
Yeah,
it's only a 6.
Also, drop your first person off, please.
Okay, I will land there.
All right, you're good.
Next,
Yeah.
everyone do this themselves. I don't want to be responsible for killing someone.
I want to do a perception check.
You got to be in the hallway to do the perception check.
All right.
That's the whole.
That's the whole.
That's the hole.
It can't be there.
So you can start off in the hole if you
I'm
want.
gonna be over here.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a perception check.
You land and hear a click.
You chose poorly.
1 second. Got to roll a d20. This is an attack roll.
Oh, shit.
That is a 16 versus AC.
Hit.
Can I pose disadvantage on this?
Unfortunately, no, because it's technically a surprise.
Will I be able to use a reaction on this, possibly?
Yes, you will be able
Okay.
to use reaction. That is for 1 point of piercing. And give me a Constitution save, please.
Oh.
Absorb elements? No, that won't help.
No.
Just take the poison. I can lesser restoration. Or Iku can do it.
All right. I'm sorry. What am I rolling?
Con save.
Con save.
No.
Fuck me.
The answer is no.
No. 5.
That's 12, 16, 19 poison damage. You see an arrow or a dart come, very much like the Temple of Ijin, just gets you right in the side. You do notice that part of the roots and moss system actually was covered over the stone you stepped down.
Oh, that looks like it hurt.
Does he have more... Is he poisoned still?
Nope, he just took the initial damage.
Then unfortunately I have little I can do for you. I could healing word you, but where are you at?
No, I don't
27 hit points. So below bloody.
You can now do a perception check if you wish.
Yes, I will do a perception check. Can I? I forget. Can I use guidance this?
Yeah, it's an action.
Ability
it's a
check.
skill.
Yeah, as long as it's not like a reaction type of
6.
and
You have no bonus to your perception?
Oh,
you should have some wisdom at least.
and
Oh,
can-
right.
and
No,
can you
sorry,
see-
11.
And it's dim light, so
Actually, Fenquen has
right
a torch.
there.
That's 11.
So it's 11.
Bright light to 60 feet.
You looking around, you actually can see holes in the side of the wall.
Right.
But that's pretty much as you can tell for...
Right.
You know the holes are there. You don't know which ones are setting them off.
We know there are
So
holes there.
There's roots on the ground?
Yes.
Can I use a nature check to examine the roots?
Oh, those roots are singing, actually. But they're not saying Omu's the greatest place in the world. It's the Tomb of the Nine Gods is the greatest place in the world. You should come in, have an adventure, stay for life, stay for eternity.
But he said something about he stepped on roots, or...
No, he's,
The roots were covering a plate that he stepped on.
Oh, so the roots don't reveal anything about the plates. Okay. Well, it seems that we must watch our steps carefully in this hallway. Durand, are you ready to come? Would you like to go into this empty square here?
Yeah, that looks great. No. How about Iku? You go land in that spot first, and if it's okay, then you can come back and get me.
She's actually... She holds you like, you just want me to land on it with you?
No, leave me here. You go land there because you're basically invulnerable, and then if it's safe, you can come back and get me.
You see her land gently down, and she's fine.
Okay.
It is 8 feet tall, so she can't actually hover.
She can't. She's asked us. So now we need to make room.
We all need to move forward.
I'd like to look carefully at the square right in front of me.
Give me a perception check, please.
I actually can... Oh, never mind.
25.
25. Fenquen, master of druids and plants.
Yes.
You can actually see that the roots and plant life in here are exquisite and beautiful, and you kind of get that feeling that they look almost too natural, almost kind of like that Universal Studios, they put this there on purpose
I see.
type of thing. As you can look down, you can see 2 other floor plates that are covered by the roots, and if the roots weren't there, they'd be easy to spot.
Do you see the growth patterns there? The spiral markings? Those plants are not getting their nutrients from the stone that's coming from a crack in the stone. Any idiot can see that.
What?
Well, look there, the striations in the bark. They're clearly,
And that also matches underneath the row?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the one
the
hunt.
traps are clearly marked. Anyone can, with an elementary knowledge of herbology, would see that. Here, follow my steps. Do not step here, and I point to the X.
Mm-hmm.
But look at that. Wow, this work is quite remarkable. Whoever did this is an expert crafter of plants, although...
Durand, you can actually see that these plates are high up enough that you could actually try and disarm the trap if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you're talking about now.
It appears the darts come from the holes here and here.
I'll move into the spot that Fenquen just left, and I'll attempt to
there's no
disarm the
holes
trap.
here, right?
There are holes all down the hallway.
Oh. Perhaps it is best if we leave the trap alone and disarm it once we are through.
Look, in my experience, if you've got a chance to disarm a trap, you should disarm it, because you might need to run past it later.
Well, should we not get out of harm's way and you can come back and do that? Or well,
Wait, what harm?
Well, obviously there's arrows that shoot out and poison people. Ro here is looking quite green after her.
Okay, yeah, good point. Ro, keep standing there to shield me in case another shot comes up from the wall, okay?
I'll actually say, Durand, give me an intelligence check as well.
That is not my strong suit, but...
Just a basic 10.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Durand, you realize if you want to try and stop the trap, you could possibly jam something in the holes without even trying to mess with the triggering mechanism.
I see where the holes are. The arrows come out.
They're very clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why don't we just plug up the holes? Then the arrows can't come out.
You have some wax or cloth. You could easily plug it up.
Well, we could
I don't
take.
know if I have wax. I definitely have cloth.
If you have candles, you have wax. And I think every kid has candles in it, I believe.
Oh.
No, I don't think they all do.
Yeah.
'Cause I wrote mine all out. I've got
I got torches.
bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days rations, water skin, 50 feet of rope, and 60 days of dried jerky.
I have some dried jerky. Let's throw some of that in.
Oh yeah, I could plug the hole.
How many days of dried jerky would it take?
I'll say 1 day's of ration for 20 holes.
Okay, great. So we use 1 day of rations and plug the holes of jerky. This is really tough stuff.
I'm worried they were going to attract animals here.
They'll set off the traps, and then that'll disarm them further.
That's really not one of the track I thought you were going to take, Fenquen.
Yeah, I thought you would be upset that innocent animals would be harmed through our actions.
What animals will make it past that pit of spikes? Animals are too sensible to come into this place of death.
Fair enough.
You also didn't know that when you were in Omu, you didn't see any animals.
Yeah.
And also, this land is corrupt. There are no natural beings here. It's only adventurers and those
the
who
king
are
of feathers.
forsaken.
That's an animal.
It's true, he is a majestic beast, but he has been enchanted, and his true nature is being subsumed by whatever magic is part of him.
So Alethra will snake up ahead and get to the sort of the foot of the T intersection here.
Where the devil face is.
Where the devil face is. You want to assist me in a perception check there, Fenquen?
Yes,
Here.
I will assist you. I have +8 perception.
Yeah, you're just like...
And you got the torch with you as well. For
full thing. So that perception is 16.
Okay, you actually hear kind of like a wind echoey tunnel towards, I'm going to say, if this is north towards me, and that's going to be east towards Miles.
Can we pass the markers and then we'll mark stuff?
Yeah.
Give us a couple colors we can do traps and
Yeah,
various
I will.
things.
And I get the other black on it. Hiya.
So north that way.
There's a wind sound coming this way.
Okay.
Yeah. So from that you can see there's a giant, and it kind of opens up into the dim light kind of ends just where you think it would start, but it sounds like it's open and cavernous, and off to your west, which would be towards Tom, you can see what appears to be a giant, kind of like a sewer grate in the floor, and a big crystal window in the wall.
Is it like here?
It is 10 feet from, and like it's a whole circular,
Like 10 squares-ish?
10 squares, but it's a circle of a grate.
Right.
And you can hear rushing water coming from underneath it. And then another 15 feet past that.
Over here?
Yeah, here, I'll finish it up over here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can see what appears to be like a crystal window, but you can't see through it just yet.
Ooh, jeez.
Darkness tides, don the mask or be seen.
I still don't know if we've...
Maybe that face is a mask that you can take off the wall and you have to put it on.
I'll take a look at the...
Oh yeah, and your perception check also covers the mask. The mask looks like it's big enough that a medium creature could fit through it.
That's the devil thing?
The devil mask.
through
the hole?
It's the hole. The mouth and the hole. That thing right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or, as you want, that thing right there.
Oh, cool. It's on the book, everybody.
It is the
Bad
book
news. Bad news, it's on the book.
Also,
that
that is the Sararak right there.
Yeah, he looks...
That is what you've been seeing.
I can take it.
Oh, there's Rasnisi. There's Rasnisi there with
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he had the mini.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were seeing him this whole time. We didn't even know it. He was right
Hiding
there.
in plain sight.
Actually, I actually knew that
It
for a
was
long
me.
while.
Oh, well, fine then, Mr.
Sorry, I just...
Keener.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. I'm like, oh, it's a snake man covered in bandages. It's probably Rasnisi.
Not all of us are metagaming, Miles.
Fair enough. But John mentioned that guy over there, the gargoyle, was the gargoyle that we saw. So I figured that, there's probably more things from the story.
Okay, so we have this giant thing. Don the mask or be seen.
But this is massive. This face is huge. It's like 10 feet high.
It's actually 8 feet high.
Okay, so it's the entire thing. Well, I'm always a fan of gathering information before going into a scary mouth. How about you? I don't like going into scary mouths at all.
No, that's a good rule. That's an excellent rule to have.
You didn't see any traps on it, though.
Oh, great.
But there's 2 halls this way.
Yeah. And there's wind over here, so there might be an open area.
I'll step
And there's
past
rushing
you.
water over to your east, or your west, sorry.
Okay, you didn't see any traps, and you give it a good look.
Oh, you're welcome to apply some...
Yeah. I am going to institute that you can do 2 checks per hallway, and then every check after that's done with disadvantage, unless you change the situation somehow.
Right.
Well,
I can assist you in a perception check because I'm also trained in it.
okay, might as well just look. 20.
Yeah, you get very much the same thing.
I think you're right.
The mask has no trap type of quality, so you actually notice that the sound of wind and water actually disappears when you get closer to the mask, almost like it's voided out. But as soon as you pull your head away, you can tell that the wind and it's a light wind and rushing water get back to normal sounds. They kind of echo off the side of the walls.
Well, we could investigate that sewer grate. Although and it doesn't seem to be any traps, though there aren't roots here that would guide me in the right direction.
Is that true? This is now like stone floor?
There's still roots there, not as many as the first hallway,
okay.
but there are some, not as dense as the
Can I
hallway.
nature check the roots?
Absolutely, yes.
The roots are normal looking roots. That was an 8.
An 8? It's
Oh.
actually...
Yeah, no, I won't spend inspiration on that.
you can if you want. I'm not going to deny you that.
No, I won't do it.
Yeah. The roots look like they're kind of like got some mold and algae on them. They seem kind of a little moist and damp in here. But the heat of the jungle's like kind of like in a closed, condensed area seems just to be like affecting you just a little bit. Nothing too serious, but everyone's getting a little bit of a sweat on.
Oh, it's sticky in here too. This whole place is sticky. Is there anything that you see with your eyes, Iku? Or on this mask?
You fly her up.
Yeah, she'll like be floating there, I guess.
She looks at it and says, "It's total absolute darkness inside there."
In darkness, it hides.
What's it?
We don't know. That's just what the obelisk said.
Don the mask or be seen.
Yeah, actually, Alethra will be like, oh yeah, by the way, this was written on the obelisk, and she shows Iku the proof that we know that it's a Serac and these clues. We solved the first clue of the puzzle door using enemies opposed.
Mm-hmm. She says, "Well, that's very clever of you. I just worry that the clues will both help and hinder us at the same time."
That would fit what Artus told me about a Serac. He doesn't seem like a person who wants to lose.
Mm-hmm. Well, she says, "Artus is who informed me of the Serac. I did not know of his identity beforehand." She says, "Well, I suppose we're left with 2 options. If it hides in darkness, we can either let it be, or, much like Durand said, take care of it so we don't have to run past it again." Thank you.
But maybe the secret to succeeding hides in the darkness.
I'm kind of curious about this wind sound. I'm not going to lie.
I'm willing to reach into the mouth.
You're way into touching things that are really dangerous. Ro, how have you lived this long?
But then we'll know if it's dangerous or not.
Yes, let's find out. Go nuts.
I can't argue with that.
We seem to have... Well, we could venture forth into the hallway. Should I step forward?
Yeah, Alethra,
The hallway seems
Yeah.
completely safe for you.
Yeah, so Alethra's actually like 1 away from the mask right now.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll step over here and look at... I'd like to examine this very closely with a
Great.
perception check.
Absolutely. I'd say your original perception check covers it.
Oh, yeah? Okay, I had a 20.
You see a rusted iron gate set in the corridor floor. Through it bars, you see muddy water slowly moving past underneath. And it doesn't look like it's attached. And if you were strong enough, you could possibly lift it up. Or if you're a small creature or smaller, you could slide between the bars.
And I guess there's no indication how deep it is. But
It looks like it's about 5 feet down.
about how deep the water is.
Oh yeah, you can see the bottom of the water. You're probably walking knee deep in water.
This is a shallow grate. Is there air between the water and the top of the thing?
Yep. Easily.
There is a sewer grate here. But who knows where it goes to? Is there anywhere we saw water? Which way is the water flowing? Which
The
direction?
water's flowing north.
Water's flowing into the This water is flowing away from flowing into the temple.
I could see Serac finding it amusing to make adventurers crawl through this muddy water.
There's also a window further down. Can I see anything better now that I'm around the corner?
You'd have to get closer to the window. You see, it looks like it looks into a giant, like a bigger chamber on the other side.
There's another chamber on that side. Perhaps I should look through the window. Can I jump over this without stepping on it?
You can walk over it just fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Alethra will be a little bit closer to Fenquen.
I peer cautiously. Is the window floor to ceiling, or is it like...
Yeah, the window's floor to ceiling.
Okay, so I just very cautiously approach, looking to see if there's no one there.
Your perception check was fine. Like that whole hallway is safe.
Oh, okay, great.
Peering around the corner.
Creepers and vines cling to the walls of this corridor, at the end of which is an arched crystal window, 6 feet wide and 10 feet high. Through it, you see a dark chamber, and you see that this vaulted tomb is overgrown with moss and creepers. A stone sarcophagus rests on a stepped dais in the middle of the floor. On the wall behind the sarcophagus, 2 large statues of bears grip a 5-foot diameter bronze disc embossed with a dozen glaring eyes. 6 desiccated corpses slump on thrones and niches along the walls. Each corpse wears a black mask made of paper mache and feathers. An arched crystal window, and the arched crystal window is what you see as well. And as you look at the disc, you can see all the eyes are darting around left to right, up to down.
2 bears holding a thing. There's 6 people with masks that are dead, and there's a big thing in the middle here. Okay. Well, could that be the soul monger? Is that the chest?
I doubt it would be so close to the entrance. Serac definitely wants to play with this for a time.
This is some decoy.
But there are, you see that there's masks over there.
Don the mask or be seen. And there are 12 eyes. That seems to be pretty in line with that clue. But they're dead. The people wearing masks are dead.
They look like corpses just thrown onto thrones. They're just kind of slumped there.
Old corpses? New corpses?
You have to do a medicine check and get closer to check.
Okay. So not
Wait,
the skeletons.
is this an engraving or is this an actual scene inside this window?
It's it's a window, so it's a
we're looking through into a big chamber over here.
Yeah. Okay.
How big? 50 feet?
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh. Plus 2, 13, 14.
Somewhere between 30 and 40 feet in length. The shadows on the inside kind of make it hard to tell how wide it is, but maybe 30 to 40 feet in length.
Yeah, so large chamber. That's only 6 squares, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
From you out to the back wall to the disc.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the disc is on this wall.
Yep.
There's a sarcophagus.
Yeah,
and then on the sides
there are niches around with thrones.
Do I see any other entrances or?
Nope.
Darkness it hides. Don the mask will be seen.
I do think, yes, considering that you're describing some kind of plate with a ton of eyes on it, getting those masks seems to be a way to maybe hide yourself from those eyes.
But those people are dead, and they're wearing the masks.
But maybe, hard to say.
Wonder what hides in the darkness. Well, then perhaps we should examine the other side of the hallway.
The mouth is darkness. Maybe there's something important hiding in there, like an awesome weapon.
You really want to go in the mouth, huh?
I mean, knock yourself out, Hansy McGee, but there definitely could be a clue in here. Those masks does seem to be another part of the riddle.
Well, let us first look through the other side of this hallway.
Okay.
And just see what we can find.
As you come up to the
perception
east side, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 30 feet from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just mark me right there. And right there. As you get up to there, you can see a grand chamber opens up ahead, 50 feet across and plunging down into the darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible down below, with corridors radiating off in all directions. To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower levels. And across the hall, I'll draw it up if we need it, but you can see what appears to be a skeleton just standing there, and you actually hear it for the first time. It's almost like a wind chime, as it's a skeleton with chains hanging off the bones. And it's just kind of standing there, swaying back and forth. And you hear cling, 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 cling.
Does it look like it's moving?
It looks like
moving
it's
itself?
it looks like the wind's moving it a little bit, and you do notice that it's quite odd that it has a giant geometric shaped triangle sticking out of its head.
Sticking out of its head.
Yeah,
That's the mark of the Rasnisi traitor.
it's not on the forehead; it's like on the top of the skull.
But it's
Like
still
a
the mark
hat?
of the traitor.
Yeah.
Like it's wearing a hat?
Yeah, can
Is
you
this
closer
the
to find
doomed
it?
child? Perhaps.
Yeah.
It could
So
be.
it's-
Well, how big does the skeleton seem? Does he look like?
Just looks like a.
Did we try to
It's like
open
an
that
adult
grate, by the
human,
way?
probably.
Yeah.
But you said
Did
it's
we try to open
standing.
that
It's
grate?
not like
We
dangling
can't
or
open the
anything.
grate. It looks like we could open it.
Yeah, you can open it if you want to.
You did not do that yet, though.
So we have 4 different things we can try in this scary tomb.
If it helps, it's called the Rotten Halls.
It does not.
Pretty rotten.
Actually, we've been at this for 90 minutes. Do you want to take a quick
I
break?
could. I would mind a little bathroom break myself.
And then I can... Actually, first, tell me which direction you want to go first, and I'll draw up the other side of the map for you as we come back from break.
Oh man.
Hallway or room or grate?
I really want to
Ooh.
put my hand in that.
No one's stopping you from...
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
your hand in
Yeah,
it.
just put your head in the mouth. You've been talking about it. Just do it. You don't need. There's not a consensus. Like it's not like you just go ahead and do
But
whatever you want.
you'll
Play your
grow
character.
my arm back if it gets eaten.
I don't have that ability.
Yeah, that's like a level 8 ability, level 8 spell.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, we're getting that at 16th level. I don't know if Ro is a good one-handed fighter. 2-weapon fighting is a
I'll make it
Go with
work.
the Hawk principle. Just do
I'll,
it.
I'll be like old man Green Arrow man. Take the arms cut off.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Hawkeye, actually.
Oh, the Hawkeye. It happens to Hawkeye too. Okay,
Yeah,
there you
it
go.
happens to Green Arrow as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
so we'd have to break this window to get in there, I think, or go in the grate, I guess. But getting in the grate,
You can do either.
I kind of think... my top votes are probably great or room.
The grate's so obvious, though.
Is it?
Isn't it? Like, oh, there's
Well, I mean, the doors just opened up as soon as we turned that way, so I don't think there's anything more obvious than the other. It's just
so there's this in that room. There's like a bunch of levels,
Hallways, yeah.
and there's a skeleton with a triangle in its head. It's held by chains.
It looks like it's being hit. The body has just chains dangling from the inside off the arms and off the legs.
That could be a link to the keys turn on the inside only. But who knows?
Don the mask or be seen.
See, I think that one, if this is that room for it, that seems like the most obvious one that we know about. The darkness it hides, like, we have no idea.
It seems like the darkness would be the mouth of this thing.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, though.
Oh,
Probably
gosh,
something
no.
bad.
Oh, probably something terrible.
Yeah, Iku says if something has to be referred to as it, it's probably not very safe.
Yes, so why don't we... Well, let's try the room with the eyes.
Yeah, that's my vote.
Not the mask or be seen, but how do we get the mask? We'd have to go in the...
I'm gonna dash to the masks and put one on, and then we can try to boogie if this goes sideways.
When did you become like that? This is that's what now. We can boogie if it goes sideways.
Yeah.
See, Copper? The whole plan went sideways. We had to boogie. Okay.
I had a great teacher.
Okay, so let's say we'll go through the grate and try and get to... But the water's flowing that
gate goes
way.
north. It goes
The
deeper
great's
into
go, but it's not a fast current. You could easily walk against it.
Huh.
Yeah, it goes deeper into the tomb, but
It looks like it goes north. Like the sewer looks like it can go north and south, but the water's flowing north.
Well, let's investigate the sewer next, and then we can see if there's a path into the eyeball room. And if not, then we'll turn back.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right. So I head over to the grate.
Oh, we're breaking there.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna head
Break.
over to the grate.
We're
and
open the grate when we
See
return.
what happens.
And there it is. The timeline may be a bit janky, but Group B, recording wise, is the first group into the Tomb of the Nine Gods. And oh man, you could feel the tension at the table. Everyone was super nervous. Everyone was very, I think the fact that they knew it was in a Sararak dungeon kind of upped the heightened sense of danger and mortality in there. And you'll see that as they go through the rest of the dungeon and how cautious and not cautious they get. Ro is a little grabby hands. Ro likes to fiddle with things and touch things, and and as Tom is usually is a normal cautious person in the face of danger, but playing that character beautifully of, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to touch it to find out. And it is funny and hilarious. And I can't wait for you to see more of what she does in that dungeon. But this is a question for everyone out there listening. When you go into a dungeon for the first time, what is that feeling you go through when you go down that first hallway, you take your first left, your first right? Send us a tweet at Diecast Podcast and just let us know what your first dungeon crawl adventures are like, or the first time you go into a dungeon, you're like, oh, this is not good. But so, yeah, I hope everyone's been enjoying the adventure so far. This is the Tomb of the Nine Gods. This is the final dungeon. This is where the soulmonger could be. This is where the solution to the death curse could be. And Group B is cutting a path for themselves. Already, poor Ro, again, taking those poison dart hits. It seems that Ro has a magnetic personality for poison darts. But that's part of crawling through a dungeon. You take the good, you take the bad. In fact, it's the facts of unlife for crawling through an undead dungeon. But I think that's going to be it for me this week. I hope everyone enjoys the start of the dungeon crawls through the Tomb of the Nine Gods and the Tomb of Annihilation as we're getting into the last leg of the journey. I hope everyone's been having a great time so far. I hope everyone's having a lot of fun listening to the episodes. This is the last run. We finished officially recording all the episodes. All the groups are done, and I can't explain any of the endings Group A and Group B had. Not as I want to, but it's crazy and I can't explain it because the weird and wild happened, and you just have to listen to it to really understand it, because if you try to talk to a person in normal conversation, it's almost impossible to explain. But that is it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining along. And as we start into Acererak's newest tomb, the Tomb of the Nine Gods, as we see Group B begin to crawl through the death trap that has been set by Acererak. So again, you can follow us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast, any app that plays a podcast, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. Give us a subscription, give us a follow, leave us a rating review. It'll help us out a lot. And you can find us on our own website, www.flyinglizardstudio.com. If you need to catch up on old episodes or catch up on Talking Crit, our critical recap show, we're all there. I hope everyone has a great start, or I guess it's a great fall, great start to Halloween. Hope your costumes are spoopy and wonderful, and everyone has a great time eating candy or whatever you wish to eat at Halloween. Have a great fall. Love a family member, give them a hug, tell them how you feel. And I guess that's it for this week. I will see you next week. I believe it's Group A, and they're trying to figure out how to get into the Tomb of the Nine Gods. And I will see you next week.
You create more death and
Progress.
So, there stand. I even forgot what you guys named yourself.
We don't have it.
I don't know. No, it's not the Outsiders. That was flippant. We'll figure out something better.
You're standing above a rusted gate, though.
How about the rusted gates?
Yeah, we should name ourselves once we solve the death curse. Then we can have some awesome name. But for now, we're just like a bunch of
Death Eaters,
criminals, like people thrown in by a criminal organization.
Death Dealers,
Curse breakers.
Oh wait, that's a normal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, curse breakers.
Let's not infringe on too many copyrights here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let us here now open this gate.
I just said we didn't use it, so no copyright.
So Fenquen reaches down. It's like slimy and grip and like.
Do I need a strength throw or anything?
What's your strength score?
My strength is 13.
13. You start to lift it. You hear kind of like metal grinding on stone, but it doesn't appear to be. The weight appears to be too heavy right now.
I'm unable to lift this. Would you?
Alethra, this is for you.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll seize her sword and puts her shield on her back.
Yeah, you're much stronger than this literal giant.
Bends her knees, lifts properly.
Just by yourself?
Yeah, let's try it first.
I'll throw some.
It budges a little bit. You lift it up, a big quick tung as you drop it down. It seems too.
I think this is definitely a two-person job.
I can assist you with athletics.
Or yeah.
Well, Fenquen and Alethra can just lift it up since you're both there.
Okay. Well, I will lift as well.
You lift it up, and you actually manage to lift it up on its side and flip it over, and you tung, as you now have an open access to the waterways.
Nice.
Well, I will poke my head down with the torch and look both directions.
It looks like it's
Complete
very
darkness.
narrow, It looks like it's like a 5-foot high ceiling, so even like you're going to crouch over a little bit, Fenquen. And you can see it curves off down to the southwest.
The south side seems to curve towards that chamber. Perhaps that's our best one to check first.
And if you go north, it carves off to the northeast.
Yes, the other one seems to be going in the wrong direction.
All right, southwest it is.
Oh, actually, right.
Oh.
I've actually got a proper figure for it too.
Oh,
Yay.
uh-oh. Figure.
Proper figures. Shit.
Bwah, bwah, bwah. Where are you? There he is.
He's gonna reach out. He's gonna reach out and pull you down.
Is it Kuapule?
It's not Kuapule.
It's a Kuapule.
But you actually see, very similar to the one that Alethra saw, is another skeleton with a triangle on its head. And you see metal chain just kind of dangling down.
Oh,
it's actually following the water pattern. You hear like tink, 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 tink.
Well, it's clearly gonna wake up when we get near it.
Wow.
I don't know.
Another skeleton.
Let's. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look down. Can I? Will I be able to like
pop your head down?
Pop my head down
Absolutely.
and look at it.
Yeah, give me a stealth check though. First.
Okay.
You can turn into an alligator.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. Hang on.
Wild shape options.
Yeah.
22. What is it? Stealth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like 28.
Yeah, easily.
So
you actually get Fenquen to move the torch away a little bit as you pop your head down.
So I kind of.
Oh wait, actually, sorry. Do you have dark vision? Because it's completely dark down there.
Okay, take my torch.
I will. No, actually, you know what? I'll use my second level spell slot and turn on dark vision.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So I immediately kind of like put myself down completely prone, and then I kind of bend down and look kind of upside down towards the skeleton, and I'll use a hunter's sense.
Okay.
On it. So now unless it's divinely hidden, I know its immunities, its resistances, and its vulnerabilities.
Okay. The first
and
thing
what it is,
you don't even really skeletons. They're pretty simple.
They're my undead. They're my favorite enemy.
Yeah. You do know that they are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And they are immune to poison and exhaustion.
Alrighty. Okay, so it's just a standard skeleton. Okay. Okay, so I pop my head back up. All right, sand skeleton, and I tell them the vulnerabilities and resistances.
No resistances, immunity to poison and exhaustion.
Immunities and the vulnerability to bludgeoning, so.
Well, I don't do that kind of damage. I don't think anyone here does.
None of us do.
Nobody's got a club.
Actually, Iku does.
Iku.
There you go.
She got her staff.
I can bash into people. I can use my stones. Sling would be
bludgeoning.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe Iku could take the lead if she wants. If she's going to be doing the extra damage.
It's
up to you guys.
In front.
Well, we can't. It'll be a one person at a time kind of fight.
Yeah.
Down that way.
Who's got range damage that they can hang in the back? That would be Durand.
Durand can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could change into an alligator. I could plink it. Do we need to kill it? Is that what we're decided? Or
well, it's a skeleton.
We could investigate it further.
You never want to leave skeletons alone if you have a chance to take them down.
It is chained. I mean,
it has chains on it. It's not chained up.
Oh, it's not chained to anything.
No.
It's not restricted.
It has like chain armor.
Yeah.
No, not even chain. No, it's just like
chains.
chain links hanging off its bones and arms and legs and whatnot.
Anybody want to try and do an arcana check?
But you do hear that kind of that wind chime effect again from the grand hallway.
Wind chime effect.
Does that little riddle thingy say anything about wind chimes or sound or?
No.
All right.
Yeah. The roots are still singing to you, Fenquen.
What are they saying stuff?
They're singing how wonderful the tomb of the 9 gods is.
Can I speak to the roots?
They are not responding to it.
Oh, okay.
You can try.
Roots, stop singing. Do you guys hear this singing?
We got Jimmy Fallon in 10 minutes.
We've established that we do not.
They're singing a lot.
It's essentially the same song as the Omu song, but instead of Omu, it's the Tomb of the 9 Gods.
Well,
stay for your life, stay for eternity.
If he's blocking the path, that seems to imply that there is something on this side. So either way, it seems like we have to get through it.
Sure. Lead the way.
All right. So Ro just gets her game face on. Crosses her arms.
It's like a 5-foot drop, so it's not.
Yeah,
like, it's not
but she's being all showy about it.
Yeah,
Showy, and then just drops down.
Your stealth is so high, it'll be a surprise round for you.
Okay.
Oh, so can we prepare for a second then?
Yeah, if you want.
I will
You can do anything you want here.
get some magic stones.
Okay.
And I'm going to do my magic stone thing. So I make them into magic stone bullets, and I'll load one of my sling.
Okay.
Why don't I jump down behind you?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm
my
gonna turn
stuff isn't
on.
very high, right?
We're actually going to
I won't
roll.
do that then.
Oh, roll
We're
initiative.
going to roll initiative for surprise rounds.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, I want to position myself
10.
by the entrance of the hole with my crossbow drawn, I guess.
So maybe you'll like kneel and then
Yeah.
get that angle.
Can you get on the other side of it?
Let's go.
Let's get over
All
here.
right. So am I going up to melee it, or what am I doing?
It's your choice,
Yeah,
man.
your choice.
Are we letting Iku get ahead there?
It is
'Cause
your
she does-
choice.
It's you, man.
Hey, you're leading this.
Okay.
All right.
You like
Alethra,
touching
what
danger.
did you get?
I got 20.
20. Fenquen, what did you get?
7.
Ooh. Ro,
Pretty
what
good
did
for
you
you.
get?
10.
10, just ahead of Fenquen. Iku got a 16. Durand, what did you get?
17.
And it's undead, so I can use my cantrip.
Alethra, you were going first. You
No, I
can,
won't help you because it's a necrotic damage.
Yeah,
it didn't
so-
have any resistances.
It
to
didn't
it.
have any
Yeah,
resistance to
yeah,
necrotic.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Toll the dead. I could. Well, if I wanted to, I could.
Yeah.
Up to you. Well, Alethra's
Okay.
first in the surprise round.
You can go down there if you like.
Oh yeah, I got tons of speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean I can. Are we just doing a quick strike on the skeleton?
I think that's a good way to good plan.
Sure.
It is completely dark down there, though, so you would be fighting
Oh
blind.
yeah. All right.
Oh,
so,
right, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to get a torch.
Then how will I hit it?
You can still attack it and be at disadvantage, though.
Yeah. Literally everything. I'd be running in blind.
You can hold your action if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, if you hold your action, it's only your
I know,
action.
I
You
can only-
can't,
Oh,
you can't
right,
move
right,
afterwards.
right.
But no, Alethra will actually she'll pull out her bow, and if she sees an enemy, she will shoot at it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Durand, is your go.
All right, can I see it from the angle I'm at? I'm beside the hole.
No, you can't. You'd have to.
So you're like here.
Yeah, you'd have to get into a spot where you could see it.
He's out of the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's slightly around the corner.
Okay, I'll hide as a bonus action.
Okay. Oh, it's unaware of you. Like this is a surprise round for
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
I am going to jump down. Like there's no doubt about it. You will eventually be behind me if you go down first. And I don't know.
I mean, can I stick my head down in the hole and take a shot at it, or is that out of the question?
Yeah, you can shoot upside down if you want.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
You just have to, just put yourself on the square where the cover, the side is, and you can just easily pop your head down.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
One more over, I think, because that's still.
Yeah, he's in the hole now.
Yeah.
Or I guess
Oh.
there. Oh, I see.
Yeah, because you're doing a range attack.
Right.
Okay, so Durand lies down on his back, so his upper half leans into the hole, and he just curls himself down, looks at the thing upside down, and fires a shot at it.
You have advantage on this shot. Because it is unaware of your presence.
But also, it's complete darkness as well.
But he's
I
got
have
dark
dark
vision.
It's half off.
Oh, do you?
He's a half
cool.
elf, yeah.
How do you torch?
It's still up here, kind of.
16.
16 is a hit. Roll me up your damage, please.
All right, that is some sneak attack. So
2d6, right?
46.
46.
Yes. That's 5 plus 9 is 14 plus 3 is 17 plus the d8 for the crossbow is 22 damage.
Nice.
22. It sounds like someone dropped a giant bag of tools as you just see the skeleton collapse to the ground. You see it just turns into bone chips and chain links as they go whoosh, whoosh, as they splash into the water and kind of echo and reverb off the side of the caves. But you notice that the head stays intact and just kind of is bobbing there in the water with the triangle shape staying on top.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Durand does a sit-up, pulls himself back out of the hole, and he's like, all right, taken care of.
You mean it's gone? It collapsed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, the ship.
All right, yeah. Next person in, I guess. Or is that the end of combat?
That's the end of combat.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, Ro, go touch it.
All right. Go get it. Comes down. Oh no, I don't. I can't. I'm not trained in Arcana, so I can't do an Arcana check.
I can
is
detect
Iku?
magic.
Okay, yeah. Can you detect magic on it?
I think there's going to be magic because it's
Yeah.
it's like a skull.
Does
It's
Iku have
animated-
just
floating
Arcana?
It's
above
an
the water,
animated
so I don't
skeleton.
want to burn
So
my
the skull-
detector.
Give me an Arcana check beforehand, Fenquen.
I don't know. I'm
Skull
not
is floating
trained
in the
Arcana.
air or on the water?
No, you'd still
I'm
be
plus
okay.
3.
It's actually floating in the water.
All right, I'll give you bless.
18, 19 plus 3 is 22.
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea that if something was constructed with magic and it gets destroyed, that conjuration magic is no longer there.
Oh, it's probably, the magic's probably gone now since we've blown it up.
All right. And then so I walk over and pick it up.
You grab the skull?
Yeah, you pick it up, and it looks like a very old, it looks like it's been standing in this environment, this moist environment for a while. The skull looks like very pitted and very slick, and has kind of like mold and algae growing on the side. But it's got a perfectly metal, geometrically. If you love geometry and shapes, this is a perfectly geometrical shaped triangle in the top of its head.
Okay.
Does the triangle come out, or is it?
It's fixed.
All right. I keep the skull and triangle and put it in
it's all part of the same thing. And it's a human-sized skull, so it's
okay.
like...
Yeah, I put it in
hang
my
it off your
headhunter's
belt.
pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hang it off my belt as like a Witcher type shirt.
Put it in your inventory. On belt.
Skull and crown.
What do you see ahead, Ro? Let's move forward.
Crown.
Team, fall in formation.
Because it's completely black, you'll be doing this perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, I have
a
dark
torch.
vision.
Yeah, it means you operate like dim light and you can't
But I have a torch with me as well. I just jumped down.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Now
I'll do perception, and I'll throw some guidance on that.
Okay. 1 second. I'm going to need a dexterity save from Fenquen and
Shoot.
and Ro.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm going to use my inspiration.
16, 22.
Come on, silver medal. Oh, no. 6. I failed.
6. That's 11, 16, 19. As soon as Fenquen drops in, Ro, right in front of you, you see this plume of fire come erupting at you as you hear this cataclysmic choom! As you take, if you succeeded on the save, you're taking 9 points of damage. If you failed, you're taking 19. As you see fire go up, and you actually, people standing beneath the great sea fire come rocketing past the...
Right.
Hot damn!
Okay, I will run immediately back and jump out of the hole. Actually, first I will splash water on myself to put anything that's on fire out.
Yeah.
Well, there's a fire trap down there.
Yeah! You're pretty singed there, big guy.
I think I might use some healing on myself here.
Can I still do a perception check before I go back?
It's completely black in there now, so it's with disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right,
Just
no,
do
I'm
it.
going. Yeah, well.
Do a check with disadvantage. Like, it's a free check. You get guidance on it also. Like,
Hey,
for 6 plus...
6 plus my plus 3.
9.
Yeah, 9.
9, you can tell it definitely goes off to down to the west. It doesn't appear to be trapped anymore, but you can't smell it. You swear you'd smell something like a methane or organic gas. You can see like the charring on the side of the wall, like it was like a gas pocket of some kind.
Yeah.
But now that Fenquen brought an open flame to it,
Oh.
okay.
All right.
Natural methane deposits, I see.
Okay. Well, I think it's okay now, but I think I can kind of smell the residuals of the gas and the methane. So bringing down a torch was a bad idea.
Can I do a nature check to see if I know about pockets of methane in caves?
oh yeah, you don't even need to do a nature check. You just know that
I should have used my cave knowledge. It's a naturally occurring pocket of methane.
it makes sense that
other
there's roots in water, that there may be some decay.
Yes. Obviously.
All right. Well,
But you also know
This
that
is rookie stuff. I feel stupid about it.
whatever gas was there has now since been burned away.
Yes.
Okay.
It is now safe. So let us proceed.
okay. Well, I'm first gonna heal up.
Yes, I will also do a healing. Maybe we should take a short rest here.
Actually,
Short
yeah.
rest on the
yeah.
first hallway already. Woo!
Or,
I'm gonna use the healing spirit.
oh yeah, okay. Just heal us all up?
Yeah. Yes. So what is the math on that then?
It's
It's
full.
10d6, but...
10d6.
That's going to be enough for everybody, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm 30... Well, 10d6 we can split up how we want, I guess, right?
I'm at 1 hit point under.
10d6 total for everybody, or 10d6 for the entire group? Or
10d6 for the... To
each
split
person.
out. 10d6 of
To
total
split.
healing
Yeah.
points. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm down to 18. I am gonna need a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm at 22. I need 30 something.
96 can be as low as 6.
Oh.
Yeah, you can also take a short
Or
rest
10,
and spend your hit dice if you want as well.
Yeah, I've already used half my hit dice.
Holy moly.
It's for molds from
Yesterday?
yeah. I used them all.
Yeah.
So,
If you're doing it, just do it. Just roll it. If you want to cast a spell, then cast a spell. Play your own character.
All right, so
I was trying to let him know his options.
8, 10, 15, 18.
Remake the back.
Oh yeah, watch the
18. Oh shoot, yeah. Sorry.
Ooh, that's good.
Easy remake.
9, 15, 20, 22 plus 18 is 40.
40? Okay,
40.
how many do you need?
I need a lot. I need 42 to be in total to get back up to full hit points.
Well, you got 40 hit points, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. So, and what do you need? You need 36?
30...
No. Each person gets that.
No. The healing spirit, it does 1d6 for
But
10 turns.
you can move it
Yeah, you can move
over
it.
everybody. Everybody gets to roll their own 10d6 if they want.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's why it's super powerful.
That's why it's super powerful.
No, I thought it was...
No, it's not. Like every time it goes over a person,
Okay.
they can roll a d6.
So,
and you can do it for
I
10
gave
for a
myself
minute.
40 hit points, so that's
Yeah,
back
so
up
you
to
get
58.
10 d6
All right.
total healings.
But you can move every time you move it over someone, they also
They
get it.
roll a d6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
each
get 10
person gets
If you just
10.
do it in a circle.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Every
I get
round,
10
you just
d6
pass it
and-
over everyone.
So you got 40 points of healing.
Think of it as like
Or
Tinkerbell
did you wanna
putting
roll it?
pixie dust on everybody. She's
Okay.
just flying around.
Okay, great. If we're at
Yeah.
10...
I was full after 4 hit points.
16...
I mean, I guess I'll take the 1 hit
You
point.
can, no, you just get the 40 I rolled.
You
Oh, yeah,
roll that
okay,
hit point,
sure.
James. You roll that
I
hit
think.
point.
Or else you want to
take
roll.
it.
But,
No, it's fine. I'll just take the 40. Okay, so I'm just a full hit.
And E2, of course, was fine.
Yeah. She's not going down into
Let's
sewer.
let her set off the traps. She's immune to
All right.
most damage.
I'm ready to go back down there.
All right, I'll come with you.
You have had fire damage before. You've never seen her fight at something that had fire.
Oh, I could have used absorb elements or something. Oh well.
Also, your torch got extinguished in the explosion.
I'll hand you a new torch.
I'm making a torch. I'm running low on torches here.
I can hand you one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right. So again, I'll do perception check down there.
Okay. You have the lights, so you can do a regular light.
What is that?
14.
14
Plus whatever.
plus 17.
No,
Excellent.
For
Excellent.
perception,
Excellent.
plus one.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry.
14 plus
14 plus 3. 17.
Oh,
Position yourself while you're doing the perception check.
Right there.
Right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can see actually now that you've got that obscured gas vision gone.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Ha. Nice.
Oh, there's a...
Steep stairs.
I can see stairs on the north wall heading and that lead up what looks like to probably where the chamber will be.
Is there anything else back here?
You'd have to get in there to see it.
Okay.
All right.
Let us move carefully and slowly forward,
So
checking our steps.
yeah, I'll hop into the hole finally.
Two.
As you
Bravely take up the rear.
As you come around the corner, you actually see a chest.
Oh. Hold it. There's a chest here.
Durand,
Oh, I'm certain it's totally untrapped and safe for you to check.
right.
I want you to read you the description of the chest.
This is Legend of Zelda, man. This is there's gonna be something good in there. We suffered a lot.
What is the Legend of Zelda? I've never heard of that story.
You gotta
it's
take a
great.
sword, you may need it.
It's about this reincarnated boy.
All right. Water pours from cracks and seams through the roofs, through the rough walls of this cavern, whose floor is muddy. Whose floor is a muddy pool that flushes out into the tunnel beyond. Just above the pool surface, a large chest dangles from rusty chains embedded into the ceiling.
And what if it ends up being like a elite monster or something?
Oh, it could be a mimic for sure. A little mimic's an elite level monster.
All right.
but it's pretty
Should
good.
I do another perception check on for traps or something in front of us, or?
yes, I'll assist. Why don't I look? I have keen vision.
Okay. All right. I will assist with the guidance.
Okay, so put yourself. The area around the chest actually looks like the water gets deeper as you get close to it.
I'll go here.
It almost looks like it's like a.
Make a really look at the next little area.
It looks like it goes about 10 feet down in the water.
Oh,
Oh, she's
That was
double
garbage.
fours, really?
Three
yeah.
and a 4.
So 7
plus your...
plus
7
your-
plus 8, 15.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's enough. Actually,
This is why I do.
Just
for the 15, you can actually see up on the doorway, up the stairs. You have seen this every day of your life, Fenquen. This is flint and steel, and the doors on the side, the doorway and the door are made of the door's made out of flint, and the door's made out of steel, and the doorway's made out of flint that looks like whoever lifts open the door will cause a spark.
Of course.
Aha! It is another flame trap.
Ah, but you disarmed you burned away the methane already.
In this chamber. What is in the chamber beyond?
It's kind of like when you're starting a fire and rubbing two rocks together. That's what would happen when we try and open the door.
The chest looks like it has writing around the lock.
Can I see anything? I just get closer to look at it?
You have to get closer to
Where
it.
does the drop-off happen under the water?
It's like essentially like that 10-foot square.
Right
around it.
around here.
Oh,
So deeper water.
this is deeper?
Yeah.
The water under that chest is substantially deeper. It looks like it could be 10 feet deep or something.
The chest looks like it's 6 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet high.
Okay.
All right, Alethra will climb up on the side of the wall.
All right. Oh, sorry. The hole it gets 5 feet deeper. So,
Okay.
So 10 feet in total.
So it's 5 feet deep where we are now.
Where
it
the
like
chest
waist
is.
deep?
So I thought it was only knee deep.
It's a 5 foot high cavern, and where the chest is, it goes down another 5 feet.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Alethra will use her slippers of spire climbing and climb to the side of the wall and get closer to the chest so that she can try to read the writing.
Mm-hmm. It's written in common,
Mm-hmm.
and it says, "I devour all but the greatest thieves."
Well, Durand, that's a challenge for you.
What?
Come close. Durand, it's safe in here. Come in.
All right, I'll make my way up.
Bring Iku. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming.
What is it?
So
This trap says it devours all but the greatest thieves.
Yeah. So why'd you think of me?
Aren't you a great thief?
Well, now I don't know how to respond. I want to take that as a compliment, but I'm not a thief. I don't steal. I scam. I bilk. I con.
You stole gems from your own party members.
Yes, you stole from us
Who said
several
that?
times.
Yeah,
That's not stealing.
that's absolutely stealing. You
No,
stole something
I
you don't want
had
to.
made an executive decision on how to divvy up the loot from a heist that this one pulled. He's the thief.
But you stole from the thief, though. He didn't know about it.
No.
I was not stealing. I was trying to recover property that was stolen. It was an enforcement action. It was not a criminal action.
Fenquen, you are a master burglar, and I say that having known a lot of burglars.
I do not agree.
Well, it still seems like a pretty nasty chest either way.
Well, how about you give it the once over with an investigation, and then I'll attempt to open it. That's the best I can offer you.
Yeah, I'll do a quick investigate it from where I am now.
Yes.
All right. Whoop. It's a 20 investigation.
Nice.
As best as you can tell is that it's a mechanical lock and it doesn't look trapped to you.
It's a mechanical lock. It doesn't look trapped to me. Does it...
someone want to do an arcana check on that?
Actually, can I just do a perception check on it to see if I think it's alive?
Nature check.
Nature?
I can do. I'm trained
I'll
in nature.
assist. I'll assist.
I'm trained in nature.
Here.
Wait.
If you're assisting me, my nature roll is 22.
No, it appears to be an inanimate object.
All right.
Are the chains firmly connected to the top?
Yeah, they look firmly connected.
The chains look firmly connected.
You can tell that part of your perception check as well.
And yet, also, there's this sparking door at the top of the stairs. We've already been burned once by... Can we be burned again?
Do we smell more gas?
You actually can't smell anything.
Oh, nothing? Okay, try and smell myself. I can't smell.
You can smell yourself, but you didn't smell any of the gas while you were down there.
Yeah. These gases are often odorless. Is that true?
That's true. Methane. Yep. They have to put the smell into that.
That's it. Yeah, they put rotten eggs into sewer smells, so when you smell rotten eggs, you got a gas leak.
These gases are often odorless and colorless. I feel silly for not knowing it's like third grade druid stuff. Cave ecosystems and rot.
So what? You're
but
saying that there could be way more gas and we'd have no way to know.
Well, yes, we know there's not gas here because we're holding a torch and it has not blown up. So clearly this is fine. But the room next door, when we unseal and the door begins to spark, perhaps the gas in that room will ignite, and we will find ourselves once again engulfed in flames.
Well, why don't we just block that doorway then?
Well, perhaps we can do something with my abilities to stop it from sparking.
What you got for that?
Like, get it wet?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could just wet the door. But flint doesn't work when it's wet. Flint and steel doesn't work when it's wet.
We are in some waist-deep water.
Yep.
And I have the wall of water spell, so I could use the wall.
But
is really awesome.
we could also probably just like try to splash water on it using our like
Hands.
hands.
It's a low-tech solution, but I think it'll work.
I'll like scoop it with my shield.
All right, soak that door down, and then I'll unlock this thing.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're going to open the... I didn't think the chest and the door were connected. I thought they were two separate puzzles.
They are two different things,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Let's worry about. Let's get the door. Let's get the chest open. See
Oh,
what's in there.
does this have a handle on it, this door?
It looks like it's got a place you can put your hands in it, but it looks like kind of like you lift it from the bottom and lift it.
Like a garage door.
Yeah.
Mm.
well, Alethra is not a thief, so she's most interested in this door up here.
Right.
She's like, I think I'm still just really curious about the masks up there.
There could be something really awesome in that chest, and I really want to find out.
Well, let me get it open and stay here until I do, in case something happens, and then I can move on.
Would it say I devour all but the greatest thieves?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's probably going to eat you if you get it
If
wrong.
you fail, it will devour you, perhaps.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
I'm going to give you some
Durand.
guidance on this. I'm going to give you some help.
Sure. Do not. Well,
Are you trained
boom.
in thieves' tools? Sorry, guidance, right?
Yeah, guidance. +3.
well, I am going to retreat.
So I guess you have to be next to it here,
Yep.
Durand.
Yep.
I'll be back a little
I'll assist by like holding the torch and making sure making sure that he's got enough light.
Durand mutters a quiet prayer
You got an
to
inspiration on you, man?
the god of thieves and pickpockets.
Hide
and
around
luck.
this wall.
I do have an inspiration, but I can spend it if I fail. All right.
I
so
hold up my flail snail shell shield.
I rolled a 7, plus my 9 is 16, plus your 3 is 19.
You begin to click around the locks. You're kind of like a giggling, and teeth come down and clamp and snap your lockpicks into rendering them useless.
Oh, wasn't high enough. I had a feeling it wouldn't be high enough.
Cool.
Damn it.
All right.
We're going to try this again?
You're one away from the really bad effect.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Try again with what? I have no lockpicks now.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Oh, wait, I have thieves' tools.
You do?
Yeah, I got them as like from...
It's from your criminal background.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
no. I found them in like one of the houses we raided in Omu.
That's right. That's
I was
right.
like, oh, I guess we got an extra pair. So
All right, so as Durand is throwing up his hands, like, oh well, what are you gonna do? Ro hands him another set of these tools.
yeah,
There you go.
actually, yeah, it's very cinematic. Like, well, he's going, oh, what you gonna do? And then off camera, an arm comes in and puts like a set of Steve tools in his hands.
And Durand, as you look at these things, these are like stainless steel, bright and shiny, like old Omuan lockpicks. They've got little carvings of mazes on them, and they look quite exquisite. That now you got a good chance to look at these. You could probably sell these for a couple of $100.
Oh man, I don't want to use these because they get broken.
Well-
They're too valuable to break.
Then just don't.
Then let us leave this box. Perhaps it is not.
Then don't.
I'm already picking the one.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So that's another. Oh, +1. Shit.
Great.
Plus one's better
Do you
than
want
plus 0.
inspiration? I can give you inspiration.
I'll take that inspiration because I rolled a 4. Into a 14 plus my 9 is 23 plus what
1,
from you?
22.
Plus 1, so 24.
24. You hear kind of like, you actually realize that the teeth of the lock are actual teeth, and you have to, like, almost like a dentist starting to pick around the
Floss
side.
them.
I see what they're doing here.
And you actually find like that little dangula, the uvula at the back. You actually hit it once, and the chains spring off that were keeping this chest tight as the top flips open. As you
Nice.
find the inside is completely lead lined, almost like making a perfect air seal. That kind of like this old ancient air just kind of puffs you right in the face.
Oh.
And on the inside, you find 300 platinum pieces,
Holy shit!
Quickly stifles his joy.
250 gold pieces, and a spell tube.
So wait, hold on.
Spell tube.
250 gold.
Yeah.
300 platinum, you said?
Yep.
Split 5 ways. So that's.
And a spell tube.
Like a tube that holds a spell scroll.
So what is that? 60? Yeah, 60.
60 platinum each.
60 platinum each. Damn.
Mm.
Well, I assume Iku's not taking any. She's beyond the needs of...
No, I included her. Yeah, that was
Oh.
5.
She doesn't
So
need
If it's
treasures.
4, then it's 1.
She says, "I
then
donated
it's,
to charity."
75.
Yeah, she
75.
She
So
takes.
she took her cut, so 60 each.
Her guide contract did not specify that we would be splitting findings with her. Or
I
she's
took
already on a
portion
retainer.
Of, portion of the treasure, I thought. It was like 5 gold dames.
I donated to the children's charities in Portland and Zaru.
Yes.
And,
I frankly think that we can just give her a share, considering how many times she saved our lives, Durand.
Fine.
And what was the goal?
250, so 50 each.
50 each?
Yeah.
That'd be... Oh, it's 5 ways.
Yeah, 5 ways. Yeah. We're doing 5 ways.
Good
and then
job,
you said
though.
a spell tube, right?
Yeah.
What's a spell tube?
It's like a tube with a scroll in it. I assume.
Oh, so we have to actually open the tube to figure out what spell is in it.
I hand that to Alethra.
Can I deduce what it is from outside?
It looks like a old leather scroll tube, like a spell scroll tube.
I'll try to open it.
You open it up, there's a little rolled up piece of paper. As you pull it out, you now have a spell scroll of remove curse.
Oh,
that's
sweet.
going to be very useful.
Yeah. All right, so we know exactly what's going to happen with this door up front. Are we gonna do the wet method?
Yeah. It's wet. It's wet.
Well,
wet that
Durand,
stone.
you are one of the greatest thieves, then, for this chest has been bested by you.
Yeah.
I'll take it on the second time.
I give you a respect nudge.
Just so you know, if you failed by more than 5, you got teleported into the chest and it dropped into the water. What's your Constitution modifier?
Not good. 1.
So you have one round
minute.
to figure out before you drop to 0 hit points.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You have to Houdini out of that shit in 1 minute.
No. 6 seconds.
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
Because he's technically suffocated.
Yes.
And also it was airtight in there, so you wouldn't actually be able to breathe.
it was lead lined. It was lead lined.
Glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, you came very close.
Yes, it is. Thanks for the inspiration.
You're welcome.
So you walk up to the door at the edge of the staircase.
It will will wet the
Yeah,
flint
it
with
almost slides almost like WD-40. It slides up perfectly.
Oh, we opened it? Yeah, okay.
And you are looking at the back of a throne with a corpse and a black paper mache mask over top of it.
Okay.
Here, it says don the mask or be seen. But, there's 2 ways to read that. One is that if you don the mask, you won't be seen. The other is there's 2 things you could do. One is don the mask, and the other is be seen.
I suppose that's true. It does seem like a warning, though.
I feel like Iku maybe should go first.
Yawning while yawning. Bro, I was like, no, you go first.
It's like several levels above us, man.
No,
The masks are made of black paper mache, and they have feathers around it. They mimic the devil face with the extended O.
I ain't putting on no corpse mask. I'm just putting that out there right now.
Maybe we should do an Arcana check or something.
So we're behind the...
You're behind. So essentially, there is a stone throne with a corpse kind of like draped onto it. It's facing into the room, and it's got some old ancient Omuan clothing on it, and you can see the black mask with the feathers pointed into the room, and you can see raised up about 5, 6, 7 feet is the sarcophagus on the DS.
And these are the alcoves with the things I saw before?
Yeah,
and those
all have masks,
plates of eyeballs?
Yeah, those have 2 bronze bear statues with the disc.
Is this here? It's not there.
That's not there now.
Oh,
but essentially there's 1 corpse in each little alcove there.
And they each have the mask
each
on.
have a mask on.
That's masks enough for all of us.
And your history notes. Did they say anything about these types of masks? Do you remember anything?
They look similar to the Green Devil mask in the hallway, except it's black and has feathers on it.
Can I investigate the feathers? What kind of feathers they are?
You don't have to roll, but it's a species of bird you think is now long since gone extinct. You don't recognize the plumage on it.
Yes, look at that. It looks almost pre-Cambrian kind of. The feathers are obviously from the Arcanalidae family of birds.
I never know if you're making this stuff up or not.
Of course I'm not making it up. I'm a druid.
These are the
That's
statues.
what I do. I just look at birds all day. That's like most of my life is looking at birds.
You live a thrilling and exciting life.
I do. There's many interesting birds. Fine, I'm going to the back.
So Alethra in the front. So she's gonna sort of take a step in, and she's gonna peek up to this the bear statues.
The bear statues are holding the bronze disc.
Yeah, and the disc has eyes.
It has multiple sets of eyes, and they're all looking up, down, left, right, all swirling around. It's almost unnatural to see that many eyes.
Maybe you're supposed to put the eyes.
Wait,
into
the eyes are on the statue?
They're on the disc.
There's a disc like a
maybe you're supposed to put the eyes
with eyes in it.
They are holding it like above their heads.
They're holding it kind of like Russian
cool.
bears, like holding it
Okay,
sideways.
neat. Okay, cool. And the disc just is a disc of eyes.
Just a disc of eyes.
Cool.
Maybe you have to put the eyes into the masks.
The eyes look like they're fleshy as well.
Yeah,
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, I love it.
Don the mask or be seen.
That's what I'm thinking of. This is a seeing thing. So I'm going to go with Alethra's hunch.
Okay.
Slash my hunch. So I'm going to dash in towards the sort of king corpse. I'm going to try to grab his paper mache mask.
And put it on?
Yeah.
As you put it on and you walk in, you notice that the eyes are still looking around for something.
Right, they're still looking around. So, and I'm just wearing the mask.
Mm-hmm. It's actually, the mask makes the face where you can see out, so you've got perfect vision. Actually, it's actually completely dark in there as well.
Okay.
I'd say maybe a little bit dim light because of Fenquen's torch.
Getting a little closer here.
Okay,
but there's no mask on that corpse anymore.
Okay.
But the eyes still are scouting around looking for something.
Get some more masks then.
Alethra, how does it smell?
It smells terrible.
It's not great, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that was pretty brave.
Can I use my medicine check on the smell to see how old the dead bodies are?
Absolutely.
Nope.
9.
You kind of gag a little bit. As far as you can tell, it's
very old. Dead
enough
bodies.
so that it doesn't matter what the exact age is. It's old enough that it smells old, dried, and desiccated. In fact,
It's very, very old corpses. There's extinct birds too. So this has been here a long time.
I kind of look at the corpse of the figure that was wearing the paper mache mask.
It looks like it's dressed in. Or you've actually seen some like these in the murals in Omu. It looks like somewhat like a old Omuan type of elitist or like upper echelon type of community or type of member.
Well, there's enough masks for all of us. Can you get masks from other places?
All right, so we'll go around to this guy right here,
Yep.
and I'll try to grab one of the masks
Grab
off.
the mask, no problem.
And the eyes are still looking around.
They're still looking around. It's almost like they're looking for something, but they can't. They never make direct contact with you.
And this mask, is it made out of also paper mache?
It's an exact clone of the one on your face.
Bring it over here and I'll put it on.
All right.
Gross.
Can I put on the mask?
Right?
Hank Pym starting Ant-Man.
And walk in.
Hello, eyeballs.
When I walked in before, did the eyes look at me while I was putting in, or could I?
As soon as you put on the mask, they like. I assume you're putting the one on the niche over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're right here. It's right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Oh, this one.
There,
oh,
one there,
I
one there,
see.
one there, one there.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah,
so I put it on the first one.
Yeah,
okay.
they never discontinued their looking around.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Right,
you actually, as you get in closer, you can actually hear kind of like that, almost like as the eyes, but like times 100.
Well, I seem to be invisible to the eyes as well. So let's continue. I'll get another mask.
Yeah, I'll
I'll
get
this
that one.
So wait, they didn't see you
Back.
even when you weren't wearing
Put on
the
the-
mask?
No, I didn't actually go into the room without having it on.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the throne was right.
Because there's actually one right here. That's the
Oh.
throne that was going in. So I put that one on.
Here,
But then
Iku, this is
Fenquen
for
walked
you.
in without one, didn't
No.
I
No.
got him another one.
He got me this one. I got this one for Iku.
You can put on the mask as well.
And I'll grab this one, and then here's 2 more masks, everybody.
Oh, do I have to?
Well, I mean, you can be seen, whatever that means. But given that the last one was a bolt of lightning and then a pit trap and then some exploding stuff, I would say that you probably want to do it.
Iku, do these masks look magical to you at all?
She looks at them and says, "No, they don't appear magical at all." Or sorry, actually, yes, they do.
Oh.
They have divination magic on them,
Divination.
and the disc has divination magic on it. No, True Sight wouldn't tell you that.
Yeah.
But she does say that there is a secret door right there.
Oh, secret door.
Oh, check the door to see if it's also the same.
Oh, yes. Is it
with
also
the-
flint and...
And there's no flint on it.
I'll
Just
do
a normal door? Should I do a perception check?
Yeah, do a perception.
Perception on
safe
the
for
door
trap.
here.
Trap-like door. I'll give you some guidance on
Assistant?
that.
Anyone want
Plus
to assist?
4!
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
Alethra, come take a look here. What do these markings look like to you? 23, 20, and...
Plus 4.
Oh, 27.
Yeah, it looks like the same type of slidey up door. Doesn't appear to be trapped. No flint and steel on the side of it. Doesn't no traps. No.
It does
nothing
not
to-
appear to be trapped, and I have looked thoroughly with Alethra's help.
It's hidden quite cleverly behind the throne, though. You wouldn't see it unless you look behind the throne.
Is there anything in this sarcophagus? Any markings on that or anything? Like,
The
look closer?
sarcophagus. Let me tell you about that.
Yeah, I'm also curious.
Go
about
into
sarcophagus.
perception or anything? Very
It
close look at it.
is essentially it is. I believe it's black. See? No, it's a stone sarcophagus. And there is markings of what appears to be. Give me an. No, you've seen it before. Of a Zorbo on top of it.
Oh.
Perhaps this is the resting place of Opalakum.
Oh,
The
interesting.
Temple of the Nine Gods.
Ah, of course, that makes sense. There'd be 9 tombs in here for all the gods.
Do the stories tell us anything here? Does Obolaka had the making the stew? Made the stew.
Yes, Obelaka. Back in my notes here. The obsessive and nervous Zorbo. Those eyes do seem nervous. And what was the story about?
Chasing.
Stew, and then someone put in the chaos or something. Put in the thing. That...
Aijin put recklessness into the stew, and he's trying to put virtues into it.
So we should be reckless?
I wonder if I was just thinking we got one of those skeletons with the thing in its head. Perhaps we have to collect those. So we have left one behind. Is that a issue? I guess we'll know.
We'll find out.
Go back that way, yeah.
We'll fetch quest that later. Does the sarcophagus look like it opens?
It looks like, it doesn't look. It looks like you could either just power it open, or there does appear to be a latch mechanism to try and open it that way.
Does it look trapped? Can we investigate for traps?
Give me an investigation check.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
you
Alethra,
want
you do that.
You want to assist me on this, actually, since you were also trained in...
I'm
+4.
not investigation.
Other +4? Oh, investigation?
You're just going to assist me. So
Yeah, okay.
Next to me.
But I still give you guidance, so +4.
Sweet. That is 22 plus 9, so 31.
It doesn't look trapped, and the lock looks flimsy enough. You could probably just power it off.
Right.
You could pick the lock if you want to, but you could also just move this thing off.
Move it off. Well, this could be a god of Omu. Do you think it's wise to open the sarcophagus?
Just well, they filled the power void after Ubtao left, so I guess if you follow them, it would be dishonorable. But I have no love or allegiances for the trickster gods.
All right, I'm fine with opening it. Might as well make it as easy as possible. Just
I looked over to...
Pick the lock to be as least
Durand's
damaging as
already
possible.
over there.
Durand's just actually in the hallway. I looked over...
Durand's in the hallway. He's got the mask in one hand. He's just looking at it.
Gods get buried with lots of gold.
All right, I'll try to push it open.
Give me an athletics check, please.
Poof! Not bad. That is 23.
You hear stone scraping on stone. You hear the sad little clink of a metal lock just being snapped in twain easily as you push open the sarcophagus. And inside you see a dusty pile of bones of a Zorbo with a shiny silvery ring lying on top of it.
Oh.
With the glint of silver from the sarcophagus, Durand immediately dons the mask and dashes up to the side. What do we have here?
Essentially, it's a pile of dust and bones with a little ring on top of the bones.
Dibs.
Well, the lock is obviously a ring of
I call
some
dibs.
great power.
I opened it, bro.
But I saw it. I called dibs.
I saw it first.
No, I saw it. Well, you didn't call dibs.
Well, reach in and grab it then.
That is your favorite. Dear Zorbo, God Obolaka,
He dead. He can't hear you.
are you here?
There's no response. Kind of just echoes off down the waterway.
I pull out my Ouija board.
It has no
You're moving
effect.
it. Stop moving it, Alethra.
It is just a board game.
You're moving it.
All right, Ro, if you want to touch this ring.
Okay. Well, Iku, can you do an Arcana check on it really quick?
I don't think Iku actually has.
Oh no.
No, she's a druid like me.
Yeah.
No, Artis
We don't have. We don't say anything in those.
Oh no, you don't want to burn it. You don't want to burn a spell.
Artis had
Protect my...
Okay. You know what? Ro just again, does the little finger wiggling and just grabs the ring.
As you touch the ring, dust swirls into the shape of a small feral-like bear with a small bear-like creature that billows out with ghostly claws towards you. Something is going to try and inhabit your body.
Oh.
Give me a charisma save.
Oh, shoot.
You can also choose to have it inhabit you if you wish.
Okay.
If you want to be in...
I'm going to try and resist because obviously I don't know what the hell's going on. So I'm going to try and resist first. Charisma.
Well, we've angered a trickster god.
Charisma is +2. Oh, okay. I'm on decent save, but 12.
That is not enough. You
Shit.
see the bear. The dust actually goes in through the eyes, the ears, the mouth, and the nostril of Rose. It just kind of like influences or infects your head. 1 second.
Whoa!
Oh god. Get that curse scroll ready.
Yeah.
Here you go.
No.
You are now inhabited by the god Obolaka. You can read that out if you like.
Okay. So, the god of Obelaka, the Zorbo, is nervous and obsessive. Shit. Flaw. While inhabited by Obelaka, you gain the following flaw, which overrides any opposing flaw. I am risk averse and a slave to routine. Okay. So I'm OCD, basically. Power. While Obelaka inhabits you, you can attune to 1 additional magic item.
So attune to 4.
When Obelaka leaves you, all magic items to which you are attuned are no longer attuned to you.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, you can
Okay,
reattune to
So the
them.
way the flaw works, if it's a conflict, you technically would have 2 flaws. If it
Right.
conflicts with your other one,
Right.
this one overrides it. And if I feel you're not playing your flaw well enough,
Right.
Obolaka will take over your character.
Okay.
But keep
So-
that card with you.
Yeah, all right.
So otherwise it's just row, but with this little bonus?
Yeah. And inside your head row, you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, finally get to stretch my legs a bit. You're a bit short, aren't you?
Whoa, what? Hey, I'm pretty tall for a woman.
Yeah, you're pretty short. I'm looking at the bit. I should have got that guy.
What?
I should have got
Yes,
that
you
guy.
are. You are pretty tall, Ro.
You actually-
What's going on?
You actually see Ro's hand kind of like forcefully points at Fenquen. It's like, I definitely should have got the tall guy over there.
There's somebody in my head.
Do we hear this other voice?
You do not hear it, no.
Ro, why are you pointing at me?
I'm not. It's wait, no, he hasn't
Yes, you
said
are.
who
Look
he
at
is
your
yet.
hand.
Do I know it's Obelaka in my head at the
You
moment?
do not know, no.
There's someone in my head. I can hear him.
Hey, gods have names and titles.
You're-
I'm Obolaka the trickster god.
You are not Obelaka the
I
Trickster
No,
am
God.
I'm not Obolaka the
You
Trickster
actually-
God. Why are you pointing at me?
Ro, you actually
Voice in my head is saying it's Obelaka the Trickster
Ro,
God.
you actually feel your hand come up and slap you in the face.
Ah!
I am Obolaka the trickster god.
You are not Obelaka the Trickster
The hand
God.
Well, at least she's not pointing at me anymore. What is she doing?
What?
As amusing as this is.
Are you attached to the ring?
It's like, yeah, that's my ring.
I immediately tries to pull off the ring.
He's still in your head. You are now in possession of a ring of protection, though.
Okay.
That's
What does that
a really awesome ring. It's
Okay.
a +2 to everything.
This one is a +1 to AC and your saves.
Oh, wow.
All right, done.
Put the ring back on.
Yeah, put the ring back on.
You do have to attune to it, though.
Oh, okay.
That's how
Actually,
you get
sorry,
extra
you got inhabited, so it attunes automatically.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, so, all right, yeah. And you said saving throws, right?
Saving throws and AC.
Sweet.
+1.
Bro, you are really worrying us with your strange
No, okay.
dialogue and...
So
This guy asks too many questions.
You shut up. I gotta explain what's
Don't
happening.
tell me
Don't
to
tell
shut
me
up.
to
You
shut up. You shut up.
You actually see Ro put a hand over her mouth.
I do the Picard double face palm. So
It's actually like
okay.
you actually have to fight. You can pull your hand away, but you
Right.
you notice Ro is
Okay.
fighting herself a little bit.
So yeah, so really straining through through trying to keep everyone quiet. Putting on Obelaka was tied to the ring. He is now inhabiting me. He is in my head. I can hear him.
you see a little
And he
thumbs
can-
up come up from Ro.
Yes, thumbs up. That's so you think that's
So-
good, Ro?
Now we know what happens when you put on the ring.
Wait, perhaps we could ask
But it's-
Obolaka some questions. Is Obolaka? Can we speak with Obolaka? Is Obolaka in there?
You say your friend's not. I'm glad I can go into him. He's very dense.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Does he know anything about the layout of this tomb that he could tell us?
Yeah. What can you tell us about this tomb, Obelaka?
Oh, he's like nothing. I was dead long before they built this thing.
He was dead long before
Yeah.
this place was built.
Sarak killed us all.
Asarak killed them all.
Wait,
well, maybe we
how
can
did
avenge
he
his
kill
death.
gods?
How did Asarak kill gods?
Well, he
Wait,
literally-
you hear me? When
yeah,
you
he's
hear the
ripped out
questions.
our life essence. We were all fighting at the same time. Like I think I would have done it, but that stupid Ijin got in the way.
Oh, okay. It looks like he sucked out their life force. Obelaka here thinks he would have been able to kill Asarak, but Ijin got in the way.
He does hate Ijin. Right?
Well, perhaps we can avenge your death and take down this terrible wizard.
That way.
He's an archlich. He's a piece of crap.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I actually I go off into a kind of a corner and start talking to myself a little bit. Okay, Obelaka,
It's like, oh, by the way, keep your mask on in here. It's dangerous.
Oh, okay. Alethra, looks like you were right about the masks. Obalaka said to keep them on. What do the eyes do?
Sweet.
If I know specifically from this reality, is that it'll wake up all the kings in the room and attack you.
Wait, if you mean the eyes?
No.
Eyes will wake up the corpses. Oh, sorry.
Oh, if we take off the masks.
Yes.
Okay. But do you know what those eyes on the platter do?
I have no idea what those eyes on the platter are.
Okay. I kind of want to put them in the mask and see what happens.
No.
No, that's gross. No, I refuse that.
All right, Obalaka.
You know how much of a risk you'll be taking if you do that?
Okay. Obalaka?
Yeah, it's risk averse.
Yeah. All right, fine.
Well, I'm not sure what's wrong with Rogue.
I don't know if
Perhaps
you
we should continue.
Obalaka, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a bounty hunter, which means I lead a pretty risky life. You sure you don't want to just get out?
Well, hey, I can take control anytime I feel you're doing something wrong. So
Okay. Obalaka, here's the thing, though. If you try to take control of my body at the wrong time...
you actually see
You're
Rogue
gonna-
climb up her mouth again.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're gonna get me killed.
It's all muffled in.
You're gonna get killed if you don't let your head over.
Wait, if we don't mess with the eyes, I can guarantee we won't
Rogue,
get killed.
Then I won't mess with the
You
eyes.
say you can put your hand down.
Bro, what are you doing?
I'm
You're
talking to
covering your
Obalaka,
mouth
I'm
and
trying-
shouting into it.
I'm talking to Obalaka. I'm trying to negotiate. Could you please give us a minute?
Well, we're kind of in a tomb here.
All right, Obalaka, you cannot... Let's make a deal. You cannot, under any circumstances, take over my body while we're in combat.
Too late. Too late.
I don't think
You're going
it's
to get me
much...
killed, Obalaka.
I'm already dead. I'm just here for the ride, man.
The ride will last longer if you don't get in my way.
Well, that's why I'm trying to keep you out of trouble.
Then don't take over my body!
Don't be risky then, stupid. I can read your memories. What's this, grabbing a stone cube? Trying to stick your hand in a devil mask? That seems pretty... I think I may be a positive influence here.
I didn't put my hand in there. I was curious.
Well, I'm going to prevent you from doing that now.
This is the best news.
Anyone else could have grabbed it. It was Rogue first.
I'm a bit worried that Ro is talking to herself in the corner. Should we deal with this somehow?
I do think that would make sense. The Temple of the Nine Gods, you say, keeps calling out. In Durand's visions, he said that he saw souls being ripped out.
Wait, so does this mean we all got to get possessed by trickster gods? There's only 4 of us.
We may be possessed. I
I'm
guess if
assuming it
we
wouldn't work on Iku.
touch certain magical items, it seems to be a side effect.
Definitely, when we meet the Aijin god, do not touch that one, Ro.
Oh yeah, Aijin's a piece of shit.
He said Aijin's a piece of shit.
See?
He has really strong feelings towards Aijin. He's actually still cursing in my head right now.
Yes.
Will he attack somebody who is possessed by Aijin?
Will Aijin attack...
I can hear him. You don't need to translate for me. No, but I would not. I do not want to be within 5 feet of them.
He doesn't... He said going in will be fine. He just doesn't want to be close to him.
All right, I shouldn't be Aijin either then.
All right, let's start... Okay, this is... I'm already kind of pissed off. Let's move on.
Right, well, you got the window and you got a secret door as well.
Yeah, let's try the secret
Secret
door.
door.
Secret door.
So we've examined the secret door. Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Doesn't
No.
appear to be trapped at
It's
all.
another garage door where you lift it up.
Should we extinguish the torch before we go?
Nah.
Well, you do it then.
We need.
Okay, let's do it. I'll do it. I open the door. I just do it.
You do it, and you see a long, narrow hallway. It's
Run
5 feet
immediately
wide.
away.
5 feet wide, 8 feet tall. And you notice it opens up into a bigger 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're going to have to draw a new one?
Yeah, once we move out of that, we can.
Okay.
Well, Alethra with some light behind
Wait,
her.
let's look for traps.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Okay.
Supposed to do. Want to assist me since you're next to me?
I'll assist. Like perception? Or?
Yeah. Here. Oh, not great. I rolled a 1 and a 2 with advantage, so that gives it a total of 6.
Looks like a regular dimly lit hallway, or brightly lit hallway now to do the torch.
Looks great, guys.
It's the stone is different from the tomb where Obalaka
Did you look in
was.
all the places I told you to look?
I think so.
Okay,
But
great.
it does open up into a bigger chamber down the hallway.
Well, I guess since there's no traps, we can move forward safely.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'll get like 4 steps up and make another perception check when it gets to the wider part.
Actually, when you get there, give me a strength athletics check made with disadvantage, please.
Ooh, yikes. I'm going to spend my inspiration.
Oh, that's a 7.
It's a 7 plus a 7, which is a 14.
You spent... Oh, because you have disadvantage.
Because I have disadvantage, so regular.
You feel something immediately pull you forward. You're actually holding onto the wall and stopping yourself. And you can see a rusting statue of a knight stands at the west end of the hallway. When you take pause on that. You see shards of flakes of rusted metal cover the floor around the statue's feet.
And I'm pulled.
You feel like you're being pulled towards the statue.
Oh, like I'm not actually being moved.
Yeah, no, you made the save, or you made the check.
Oh, okay.
So you're actually bracing yourself against the wall.
Ro, help! Grab! She's being pulled. You're stronger than me.
All right.
Give me an athletics check, Ro.
Oh shit. Okay. Can I use a 17?
What armor are you wearing, by the way?
Oh, armor? Breastplate.
Made with disadvantage, please.
Oh shit.
That's like a magnetic thing.
Fuck. 10.
You see Ro come running up, and Ro, something grabs you, and you're running fast. You actually blow right by Alethra as you go flying towards the statue.
Shit.
You're going to take, it's going to be...
Oh shit.
Sorry, I did that one. I'm not wearing any metal, so I should come and...
Yeah,
You're fine. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit this. You hit
Oof.
the statue, and as your metal breastplate hits the statue, it just disintegrates into dust.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh no. That's not gonna be good for your AC.
You actually notice your coin purse is actually stuck to the side as well. It's not just like there's
Because
still coins
there's
in,
cloth,
but it's
yeah.
everything that's metal is now stuck to the statue. You're not going to have to give me a strength saving throw, please, if you want to detach yourself.
Well, I'm going to run up...
Well, it was if it's disintegrated, isn't it now gone?
No, because his coin purse is...
Oh,
anything that's metallic is now like pressed up against the statue.
So I'll run up and I'll try and pull you back, so...
Do you have metal on you as well?
I don't, because I'm a druid.
Do you have coins on you?
Oh, I do.
Give me an athletics check, but not with disadvantage.
Wouldn't it just come off his belt?
Actually, sorry, you're in... Yeah, so Ro is no longer there.
Yeah.
It's not magnetic.
It doesn't matter. It's got to be metal.
So just roll it?
Just roll
Athletics?
a strength athletics check.
Oh.
3.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
You're taking also 6 blunt damage as you see Fenquen get pulled forward. Alethra, 2 of your party members get blown right by you.
What is going on down there, guys?
And actually, Ro, you're taking 3 points of blunt damage as Fenquen lands boom, right on top of you. Fenquen, you'll have advantage on your strength saving throw.
You did that on purpose.
Oh, okay, great.
Ro, however,
Sorry.
you can see like all your coin purses are like
All right.
up against the statue.
I'm going to roll that strength check with guidance
You're actually, because Fenquen's on top of you, you're rolling with disadvantage now.
Hold on, let me try and get... Someone drop a rope.
I guess, do I have to keep bracing myself where I am, or if I just like pass this check?
If you pass the check, you're okay for... I'll say if you move more than 10 feet, you'll have to do the check again.
Yikes.
Just throw the rope in there.
Yeah. So I'll throw my rope over there.
Easy enough to toss over.
Okay.
Okay, I grab the... Hold tight! And so I'll like try and pull myself up the rope.
Yeah, you already have advantage on the save, so it's just a strength saving throw.
Just a regular strength?
Yeah, with advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah.
And saving throws +2.
For strength?
Yeah. 10.
He's got the...
you have a ring of protection.
10?
Yeah.
and the luck stone. 10 is actually enough as you boop, pop yourself up. You can feel the pull still. Essentially, anytime you move more than 10 feet, you're going to have to do that.
So can I pull myself... Is that up the rope?
Actually, yeah, with the rope, you'll prevent yourself from...
Okay.
Yeah, so I pull myself up on the rope and then like run back into the room. Oh, that was
What
bad.
happened down there, Fenquen?
Everything that is metal is attracted towards this thing, and Rose's breastplate disintegrated into nothingness.
That's awful.
Yes. Perhaps I should give her my shield.
I use 2 swords.
Well, then never mind that.
You notice the shield was not attracted to you.
Yeah.
Because it's made out of flail snail.
It's not metal. It is only the metal, the coins specifically. I knew that carrying these worthless tokens, I should never have kept them on my person.
Yeah, you should hand them to me. You don't really need them.
I don't know. I feel like I need them more than you do.
You just said yourself that they just brought you nothing but pain, so I'll hold them for you.
No, that's fine. I'm holding on to them now.
Well, I'm definitely not going in there.
Well, we need to find a way to get around.
There was another hallway to the north, and you actually heard almost like a fountain water.
What I noticed is the statue did not disintegrate the coins in the purse. So perhaps if we were to cover the statue with a cloth, it would protect us.
It would still pull you towards it, though, wouldn't it?
Yes, but it only takes it doesn't hurt very much.
It would take away my armor then.
Well, can you turn into a giant spider and weave us some cloth?
I have a blanket in my inventory, unexplainably.
It's a bedroll.
It says make special, so I guess I forgot to do that.
No, it's I think you got it from Kir Sabal. They made you a blanket.
Yeah, the Arakoas.
Oh, okay, then I won't have that. I don't want to use this blanket from the Arakoas, but that is quite sentimental to me.
We all have bedrolls, though.
That's what they gave it to us for.
I don't need a
to
bedroll.
eat us, right?
Why did I even bring this? I sleep under the stars. Here, take this. I'll
Here, why don't you leave your money here and do this? Because I'm full of metal.
Yes, I'll leave.
And actually, you can see like Alethra's hands are just every now and then just kind of like.
Am I still there?
Itch. Yeah, you're still stuck to the statue.
Okay, why don't you just throw the bed over
That's what I'm
me?
doing. Iku, please hold my coins and don't let Durand take them.
Well, he will not.
Okay, so now do I have any other metal though? Oh, and I leave my tinderbox with her. And
You can just leave them in a pile if you want as well.
Yeah.
Equal hold on to your coins.
okay, just watch everything here. I just checking what else I have.
Just checking your
manacles.
pockets.
I put the manacles down. The meteor dust may be metallic, so I leave the meteor dust. The sample of meteor dust. Everything else is I'm a pretty good druid, I think. So okay, so that done, and I now I can walk without.
Get Alethra back up here first.
Well, I can probably just move back still, correct?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made your check.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll stay where I am still, because I'm fine where I am.
Yep.
okay, and I will walk up with the bedroll, and I'll sort of try and wedge it down between Mercy and Ro and the.
If you have no metal, you can walk freely in that room.
Yeah, so I just put the bedroll down, so it's like in between. So at least nothing will. It's covered. I cover the statue with
I'll
the
say you
bedroll.
now have advantage on your strength throw to get away from it. He said, you hear Obolaka saying, "See, this is what happens when you roll when you just walk blindly into a room."
+6 is 14.
You're good. You pull yourself off.
Obolaka, not now.
I'm just telling you. You need me. Do you need me to drive?
Well, you know what?
You walk close to a magical statue, and now you're a breastplate.
Well, I was helping a friend.
Don't help friends. Help
What?
yourself.
No.
Help yourself.
Okay.
If friends put you in risk, they're not your friends.
they earned my respect.
No, they earned a breastplate into dust is what they earned.
No. We'll find another one. This is a tomb, right? There's treasures in tombs. We'll find a magic one.
Yeah, do you know what
better
else
one.
is in tombs? Dead things. There's a whole room of dead things back there.
Oh my god. You talk a lot.
I'm gonna
Obolaka.
drive soon. If you're not taking
No.
care of yourself, help me help you.
I would have got along so good with him. We would have been totally simpatico.
Well, Alethra,
Wait, I'm gonna roll an insight on that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so is now all the statue covered?
The statue is now covered. Yes.
Okay, so...
Also, I'll say you have advantage on your athletics checks to walk by it. You can still walk by it slowly,
Yeah.
but
is it like we'd walk past it in the hallway, or is
yeah,
it?
you can.
So the hallway continues past it, or
Yeah. So essentially, I'll give you like a brief little sketch of. So if it comes up, if you're coming up like this room is like that, and the statue's right there. There's another hallway that goes up like that.
I called down the hallway. Do we have to go through there?
I mean, we have to go down some awful option.
We don't know where the river goes the other way.
this is where we could use the rope again. Perhaps we could create a rope so we aren't pulled. We could hold on to the rope.
It looks like the main hallway also goes off to the east.
Is there anything over here?
That's big open hallway.
Big open hallway. Oh.
I mean, we have advantage. In theory, our things won't.
If you just go slowly across it, you'll be fine as well.
And I'm also not pulled, so maybe I could assist people across.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I'll go slowly. Fenquen shielding me, and let's try to go past the
As you walk in,
statue.
you actually notice that there's a pile of bones and chain on the ground, very similar to what you saw when you exploded the skeleton prior. But there's no skull head triangle on it.
When I exploded this building.
Uh-oh. Someone's already been this way.
Well, maybe.
But I wondered, though, but still I've left behind some valuable items that I should return and get.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Iku's watching. But then I will not be able to cross this room without...
You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's all covered. Like, we can still cross it. It's
Yeah,
just,
if you get
You just
pulled,
have to move slowly, right?
Yeah,
You can't
okay.
move more than 10 feet in a turn. So you just got to take your time crossing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As long as you don't move too quickly, it won't trigger.
and to the north is a large round room. Crusted with a large fountain crusted with moths rises from the middle of the circular room. 3 marble maidens stand in fountains in the fountain, holding out pitchers which water is flowing out of. And you hear Obalaka in your mind, Ro, say like, "Ooh, oh, whatever you do, don't drink that water. I don't trust that thing."
Yeah, Obalaka is telling us not to drink the water. He just doesn't trust it.
Don't do it. Don't be an idiot.
I don't know if he knows how. I don't know
You
if
grabbed
he
the ring.
knows.
You grabbed the cube. You wanted to put your hand inside a devil mouth. Please, just don't drink. I feel.
You don't need to remind me every single time.
I know you well enough now.
I know those things happened. They happened 5 minutes ago.
No, the cube thing happened a while ago.
Obalaka doesn't want us to touch the water.
Well, yeah. Well, specifically, he doesn't want you to touch the water. He doesn't care about us. Perception check on this room.
Absolutely.
Do you know anything
Actually,
more
I'll
about
assist
this room,
Fenquen in
Obalaka?
this.
Oh, yeah, perception?
Yeah.
A fountain, a magical fountain in a tomb. Not something you want to drink the water of.
But you actually don't know anything specifically about this mountain.
23.
I know you shouldn't drink it.
23 on a perception check.
Perception check. The water looks crystal clear. It looks beautiful. It gives off kind of like that, like almost like that when they flavor water with like lemons and cucumber and type of stuff. It smells refreshing.
It seems fresh enough water. Perhaps there's some magical effect.
You see Iku look at it, and she says, "Oh, this fountain is definitely magical. It's got transmutation magic to it."
Transmutation magic.
That's going to change you.
Yeah, we do not want to be changed into something else, so we should probably not drink of this.
Well, you also know transmutation magic also
It's healing. Is it not?
evocation is healing, but
sorry.
transmutation is also can also like cure you and stuff, like cure wounds and cure disease and stuff like that.
It could be curative, I
But
suppose.
it does also involve like polymorph spells and whatnot. So it's a very broad range.
That seems
some
more
healing.
likely.
I can use some healing and getting this voice out of my head.
Well, you could try drinking out of it, but I imagine that
Don't.
Obalaka will not let you do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. They
So
will have to force water down your throat. I will stop you from drinking this.
Maybe we should drink it then, just so it'd be hilarious. It tastes really good.
I mean, you could, if you got transformed, couldn't you just transform yourself back using your shapeshifting power?
That's true. You could do that.
I do have polymorph, which I could use, but I have to repair it. I don't have it repaired right now.
No, I mean, you can just shapeshift as a druid, right?
Oh, so like
If you got turned into an animal, can you just turn back into yourself?
I can do that?
Yeah.
well,
It would have to be like if you got turned into like a magical creature or like an item, you wouldn't be able to. But if you got turned into like a bear or a bat, I'd say you'd be able to.
Oh, I see.
Cool.
I could just wild shape into human form.
Yeah.
Just stay that way.
It doesn't make you immune to it. It just
yeah.
tinkers with your business. A little
So
bit.
just to maybe explain this. So we're in a room now with the fountain. Two people are holding. Yeah. So maybe let's do a quick pause and we'll draw a new map.
Okay, so Durand takes like all of his metal stuff, packs it securely in his bag, wraps several layers around each item, straps his sack more tightly to his chest, and then crawls slowly across the floor just to make double
And
sure.
we came in this way?
Yeah, you can. There's only
And you
one.
said there's...
There's no other entrance or exit to this.
Oh, what was that there?
Yeah. Oh, no, that was the.
That's
the
that
room.
attaching hallway.
Yeah.
There.
Ah, okay. So we've gone across and into that other room. Okay, gotcha.
And there's 3 figures pouring water into this
three
fountain.
maidens pouring water out of
Three
jugs.
maidens. Do we know anything about three maidens? Are they... Oh, so they're each pouring a different stream of water into this one pool.
Correct.
Maybe the different... Oh, well, maybe mixed together.
Can I use a
they'll be something special.
religion check to see if I know anything stories of three maidens?
You don't need to do a check for it, but you can tell that you've seen other murals inside Omu, that these are three women in Omuan garb. And you've actually seen kind of familiar stuff with like Queen Zelkore and Princess Naxxarame, with these kind of similar outfits.
Iku, you know of this Omuan history. Is this a particularly symbolic fountain?
She says, I don't recognize any of the faces, and aside from the clothing they wear, they don't seem of anyone's historical significance.
And yet there's a pool of water here with transmutation magic. And next to a knight that disintegrates metal items. Seems to be targeting our coin purses. Not those things we value. Have we passed a test by making it this far? Is this the reward? Or is it punishment for curiosity?
Who can say?
I don't think this place is big on rewards.
Well, so far, we got money and a spell scroll of remove curse.
And a ring of protection.
And a ring of protection so far. We're not doing too bad for a day's work.
As long as you don't consider being possessed by an ancient god so negative.
So far, it seems like a real improvement on her personality.
Bro, give me an attack roll.
Attack roll?
Use your strength.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, sorry. He wouldn't do that. He's risk averse. He would.
Okay.
You see, Ro flip you a dirty gesture.
What is wrong?
That wasn't me.
It's like talking. Your friend is talking rude, and if he wasn't so big, I'd maybe do something about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Well, maybe we should just have a sip of the water and be done with it.
I really feel like since I have the remove curse spell, it shouldn't be me.
Fine. I'll do this.
I think because I don't want to be transformed into anything, it shouldn't be me either.
I drink some of the water.
Roll me 2d10, please.
Uh-oh.
Your lungs fill with 2d10 worth of gold coins.
Oh my god!
Immediately
That's a
picking up
horrible way
the
to die.
risk-taking slack.
Oh, I didn't roll which one's the
2d10. Oh, right.
Sorry. I'll
Here you go.
re-roll
Oh, there's one.
it. I got it.
Okay.
Right.
My bad.
I just grabbed two of the 10 dice, so. 57.
Actually, almost the same roll that you had.
No, 7 and 5 is 12.
12. You gain 12 temporary hit points.
Oh. I feel better. I'm not sure why.
He's lying. It's not true. Magic fountains are bad.
They're like,
But we just saw it. Nothing happened to it.
He's lying.
I'm going to drink this. I think it's okay to drink this. This will actually make us safer and healthier.
You actually feel you can't physically move yourself towards the fountain, Ro. Obolak is preventing you from...
Well, what do you think, boss? He looks...
Ro is...
He looks...
I
highly recommend it. It was very good.
Yeah.
Something's happening to Ro. I feel like Obolaka is fighting her impulses.
It's not an impulse. We saw that it has no negative effects.
I mean, that...
He's lying!
I
He's
feel
lying!
great. I feel, it's actually kind of rough before.
Yeah, you feel refreshed, you feel more protected.
It's actually the best drink I've had in a while. And I've been drinking this Tej, so this is, that's saying something.
I mean, nothing bad happened to Fenquen, but I think I'm not very thirsty right now.
Can I drink some more?
Yeah, absolutely.
I take another gulp. Uh-oh.
You see, I'm so sorry this happened again to you, Trevor. You see Fenquen's gender change. He is now a she.
I mean, with the furball. Can you really tell with the furball?
You're now Fenquina. Twice! 2 campaigns in a row!
Wow, okay. Well, that was different.
You can roll your minis in there as well.
How do you feel now?
Maybe you can take another drink and it'll switch you back.
I feel very different.
See, and you see Obolak, and you actually see Ro point immediately at Fenquen. See?
It's not polite to point.
Look at that! Look what happened.
Yeah, I'm definitely not drinking this anymore.
Looks like there's a bit of a risk involved. Do you feel okay, Fenquen?
You feel fine.
I feel fine. Just a little different.
Like your center of gravity's changed?
Yes, I guess so.
Huh. Well,
What's your clothing like again? Are you modestly
It's
dressed
pretty-
for a female?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
wearing like robes and.
And we got a little skirt on with some shin pads.
Still a muscular lady too. Like
And the horns. So that,
Maybe if you drink again, your gender will change back.
Yeah, I should just keep drinking until I. No,
until you're back to normal or dead. We'll find out.
you can absolutely try if you want.
Would it be? I guess do we know if it's? We don't know what it would be that.
That would change that? No, no one knows.
Actually, no. You have an Arcana check.
Okay. I'm not trained in it.
None of us are trained in Arcana.
I'd still say you could roll it. It's not like
Okay. 12?
Plus 4. So 16.
Oh, 16.
a greater restoration spell would absolutely do that.
Ah,
Oh.
Iku!
It's like, do you really want to waste it on
No, this is fine. We can fix me later, I guess. I'll just, if it's temporary, at least I know it can be undone.
Yes, and if you want it undone, it's your choice.
Well, let's not waste it.
Yeah, let's wait
I
till
mean,
the
this
end
is
of
sort
the
of an
day.
interesting experience.
If we can hold off.
I feel closer to the mother than ever.
Does anyone else want to try to drink the water?
No, I'm gonna pass. I'm good.
Oh, but like, see, I told you. You didn't listen. I told you.
Do you see any other ways out of here, Iku?
You look at her like, no, this room appears to be sealed.
Right?
And is there another? But there's another hallway off from the other room.
For the
though?
magnetic.
Okay, from the magnetic room, there's another direction we can go.
All right.
So let's go down that way.
Lady for
You
both.
found a lady
There
for
you
a
go.
moment?
Nice. Oh, FYI, it's 6:52.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep going for another hallway.
I gotta get home
Oh,
after 7.
Well, it's a perfect place to call up
Yeah.
after another gender change.
That's
God.
hilarious.
Wow.
We are not planning this. It just keeps freaking happening. Like,
to me, always.
yeah, and it's to you.
Don't forget your AC is now lowered by
Yes,
by
by
one
2.
breastplate.
By 1 breastplate, 2. -2.
Dang.
So better
Damn.
find a new one. Magical. Better. At least you owe me.
I told you. I gave you the spiel beforehand.
That's true.
And we will see
You already fucking killed my flame.
Yep.
I'm like, temporary hit points. Great. Oh, now I'm a lady.
Totally fine.
the way it
Totally
goes.
fine.